It's warming up out there. Lola, get me patches so I can show the people what we're talking about here. All right, so let's see. I think we're gonna kick this off a little bit early here. We are coming live from Casa de P. Casa de P. No, don't like that one. Casa de P. Babyface. Babyface P. That's his last name.
We'll try something next time.
Casa P. Casa P.
Yeah. You can't say Casa the Babyface.
I like that better.
I don't know. You got to go by the last name.
How do you say house in German?
House in German?
House.
Probably
Like brew house.
It's
Brew
Hoff.
house.
Yeah,
House.
something like that.
Hoff,
Yeah, I think it's Hoff or something like that. Because in Vegas, the one is Hofbrauhausen, something like that.
There you go. Let's make something in German for Million.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see. There's some patches still missing in here. All right, so listen, let's do this. While we're waiting to get everything sorted out here, of course, I'm going to remind you guys to go to hankstrange.com. Sign up for our email list. Very important for everyone to do. If you do that, you can get real cool stickers, like right there, the Hank Strange broadcast sticker. That is right there. That is the 2020 was Hell in a Handbasket sticker. Patch, excuse me. We do have stickers. Boom! You can also get stickers, and Lola is giving these away when people buy patches. So all that kind of awesomeness going on at hankstrange.com. We've got links to Ballistic Ink where you can get the Lotlau shirt and all that kind of stuff. We got look, check this one out. This is look at that sexiness on Babyface P right there with the Gun Nerd shirt. I really need to get another one of those made. So anyway, you can sign up for our email list, all that kind of good stuff over there. Let's get into it right now. I'm going to smash this and go to the open.
Welcome back to the Hank Strange Situation. Lifestyles of the Locked and Loaded.
Okay, guys, make sure that you ring the bell, smash the thumbs ups, all that kind of good stuff, so you can be notified when we go live. We are live right now. Let's see, jazz hands, come on. The jazz hands, the cowbells, everything's going out there. I hope you guys have your big girl panties on. Like I said, we are coming live from Casa de Poof. Casa de Poof.
We'll keep trying.
I don't know. Yeah. Basically outside of Patrick's house. Jacking the Wi-Fi from the garage. That's what we're doing right now. So, yeah, absolutely. It's Free-for-All Monday. Big shout out to Walther Arms. Thanks to those guys for sponsoring the show. The new PDP is out. Who has gotten a PDP yet? I haven't gotten one.
PDP?
Yeah, the new Walther PDP is out.
Oh, that's the... Yeah, no, it looked really cool. No, I haven't seen it.
It's basically optic ready. They've changed quite a few things. It's kind of the upgrade for the PPQs. Mm-hmm. So they're going to start phasing out the PPQs, and
really?
But it's using the same magazine. So you can use the same magazine from a PPQ, and you can also use Glock sights. So that's new. Your iron sights, that's you can put in any kind of Glock sights you can get out there. It comes optic ready, and you can actually you get a free thing, so you get like a certificate or something, so you can get the mount for whatever optic it is that you have. All kinds of cool stuff like that going on out there. And there's a compact one, I would say compact and a full size version to start with. So big shout out to those guys. This is podcast number 729, Free for All Monday. Like I said, we're going to talk about PSA's gathering at the Sawmill. We're going to get into that here, and we're going to talk about that with Walter Keller. Yes, that's right. We got Walter Keller joining us. Walter, what's up, man?
Well, I survived the Minibike Mayhem 24-hour...
Just barely, apparently.
Mudfest that was, yeah.
Yeah, you just barely survived.
Oh, I'm beat up bad, yeah.
Yeah. We also have Babyface P, as I aforementioned, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Is that grammatically correct?
At Casa P.
Yeah. We are at Casa de P. That's where we're... No, he doesn't like that.
Doesn't sound good.
Yeah.
It doesn't flow like, it should flow.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't flow.
Babyface P joining us here. If it's Monday, did you post a video today?
I did. I posted a video up this morning.
All right. What's the
If you
video?
want to see the Henry Garden gun, it's live right now.
Ba-boom. Uh-oh. So we all need to go in to that. We need to check that out, right?
Sure. No, it's already making pretty good traction, I think.
No, I think we can help out. We can go there. We can
Here,
check
let
it
me
out.
say,
Let me see.
like, share, subscribe. Okay, go check it out. Like, share, subscribe. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what everyone needs to do. You need to go over to Babyface Pete, like, share, and subscribe there. While you're over there, you also need to go to, in my opinion, you need to go check out Dirtfoot Racing also, right, Walt?
Yeah, check it out. Yeah, there's some new stuff over there. Plus, I got something coming out at 8:30 on YouTube. A little bit of the writing, and let's see the mud and the water and drips of water on the YouTube on the GoPro type camera and all that stuff.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So let's do this real quick here. We will actually check out Dirtfoot Racing here in a second, but let's screen share here and go to Babyface P, the Henry. Here we go, Henry Garden Gun. Boom! Make sure you guys smash the. Oh, I gotta sign in. I have to sign in here. I'm not signed in, but go over here, check out the video, smash the thumbs up, share it, and all that kind of stuff. Very nice. That's a good-looking gun.
It is awesome. I like it for what its intended purpose is.
Mm-hmm.
Shooting snakes in the backyard, I think it's going to be perfect.
Yeah, that's very cool. So everything worked well with that?
Yeah, no. When you compare it apples to apples, I had a problem because I was shooting it 18-inch gun against a 26-inch gun. When you compare it like that, the patterns are totally different.
Mm-hmm.
But when you compare like the 1022 against it, you see the 1022 patterns like this,
Mm-hmm.
where the garden gun patterned probably half the size,
Yeah.
much smaller pattern. So no, good for killing snakes, good for killing rats or bufo toads or any pests that you got in the garden.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Iguanas.
If you live in South Florida, you probably got plenty of those.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I hear you can eat them too.
If they're frozen, we're still cold in Florida. They're still cold.
Yeah, they may
going
fall
on.
out of the trees.
Yeah, right now they should be. Shout out to everyone out there. If anyone needs a shout out, let us know. Lots of folks, I'm throwing people who are saying smash those thumbs ups. I would ask everyone out there to smash the thumbs ups. And, let me see. I'm trying to skim right through the comments and see what's up there. Shout out to Bruce Ludman. Okay.
Ludman.
Yeah. Shout out to
Hello,
Bruce
Bruce.
Ludman out there. Yeah. We
Yeah,
definitely have
yeah.
someone. We have someone trolling us already. So Lola, you need to
really?
go block that person trolling us.
Oh, I'll have to look.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. We definitely have
Oh,
someone
what?
that put an unacceptable username on their thing in there to troll us. So
Oh dear. Oh well.
there you go. Born to be a shooter, Josh says, "Hey Hank, any idea why a ranger would refuse to allow to shoot high brass shotgun shells?" So, I don't. Do you guys know? You have any idea of that, Babyface?
What was the question?
So here the question was. Let me go back here. Born to be a shooter says, any idea why a range would refuse to allow to shoot high brass shotgun shells?
You got those weird range Nazis that don't like. They have all sorts of crazy stuff. You'll hear people saying like you can't shoot steel cased ammo at some ranges.
Mm-hmm.
They have some ranges.
Yeah, you can't shoot green tip. I know because like the steel, that will destroy.
Are you
steel
talking about an
ranges.
indoor range?
Yeah, I'm guessing so.
All right, so they're somehow
High
concerned
brass,
they're gonna tear up their backstop, but high brass shotgun is not that intimidating.
Yeah, it's not that powerful.
Yeah, it's no more powerful than 9mm round.
Did they do it because of slugs or something like that? I mean, are most slugs high brass?
No.
I don't know. No?
It can be.
Yeah, okay. It might just be a category that they just blanket hit the category for some reason.
A lot of times that's what happens.
But because of a couple of things in that category they don't like. So then to simplify it, they just go, you can't do this. So Len Holt says, do they use wooden target brackets?
Well,
a lot of ranges. So when you hear indoor ranges that say no steel case, it's because from what I understand, it's because they sell their brass and they don't want to have to pull out the steam.
Separate it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
What's
just
called the
pure laziness.
magnet. It's a magnet.
Exactly. It's not like it's that hard.
Part of the problem with the steel cases is getting rid of the empty cases because the scrap people won't take empty cases.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Because they're scared there could be live ammo in it, which is it's so crazy. It's pathetic because even if there is live ammo, when they do the whole processing of that,
Yeah.
it ain't gonna
So
make no
born
good.
to be a shooter. So born to be a shooter. Josh says no. It was an outdoor skeet shooting.
No high brass outdoor skeet shooting.
Well,
I don't know.
Well, why?
DC
typically skeet.
Mhm,
Yeah, typically skeet rounds are low power, like low brass stuff. It's
Yeah,
not
you get
high
low brass like bird shot, number 7.
Yeah, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Next time you're there, why don't you ask? Find out for us and report back. Let us know why.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure somebody will tell you.
Ultimately, ranges, as Patrick said, ranges do have different rules, I think.
Finicky.
Yeah.
You know, depending on who it is running it and all that kind of stuff. So, I think that's just really
One time
of
we
those
went
things.
years ago. I went when Will was still at UCF. We went shooting at one of the ranges over there,
Mhm.
like on the what is that? The action. What was it that called when you walk to different stations and shoot the
What? Yeah.
Trap?
No, walk and shoot
yeah, you
type
know,
of thing, or
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the stuff rolls on the ground. You shoot the rabbit
Oh,
on the
okay.
ground, that
Mhm.
stuff.
Yeah.
Anyways, I brought a keg 12 with me, and
They hated
I kept it in the bag, and when nobody was around, we shot skeet with the keg 12.
Skeet shooters are some of the most pretentious people at times.
Uppity?
Like you bring like a tactical shotgun and they look down their nose at you like, how dare you bring that here?
yeah, that's true. That's true.
Well,
they're
you know,
not
it's
gonna
like-
like a KSG or
No.
You go to an HK gathering and you bring your knockoff.
Yeah, exactly.
How dare you come here with that?
Yep. You bring a $30,000 side by side or over under, and people will be your best friend asking you questions about it.
yeah.
Oh, it's a lovely gun. Yes.
Yeah. All right. So listen. So we usually start here talking about everyone's weekend. Who should we go for first? Who wants to? Babyface, Walther.
I didn't do hardly anything this weekend.
Okay, so you go first then. What did you get
took
up
the dog to the shop vet so we could get him some drugs, put him on some drugs so he don't get no fleas in the house.
Oh,
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Beyond that, just relaxed a whole bunch on Saturday, and then I worked on my next project,
Mhm.
the next build project on Sunday. Broke a bunch of stuff, so it's not going up this week. It will go up next week.
What is the next build? You're doing some kind of
1903 Springfield.
Okay. So
But it
what
won't be
did
going
you-
up this week.
Okay, what did you break? Or we have to wait for the video.
I cut it. I cut the barrel has to time correctly, and they got 2 witness marks on it. I cut the shoulder back too far, so it over timed, and then I tried to cut the shoulder. I tried to cut the shoulder back even more so I could run it a whole nother lap, which then you have to cut the throat back, and I finally gave up. Yeah, I finally gave up the whole thing, and I ordered a new one.
Do you have a new barrel?
I ordered another barrel.
Okay, so you have to have a reamer for the chamber then too.
I have a chamber reamer. I have all
Okay.
that. I just fucked the. I'm not proud. It's not a proudest moment of mine. It's $180 down the pooper.
Ooh,
So
ooh. Oh, I know that made you mad. I know that made you mad.
I was not happy.
Yeah.
Mm.
So it's on hold until the new barrel comes in, and then
Yeah.
we'll reshoot that whole part because I learned my lesson.
Yeah.
Measure twice, cut once.
Unfortunately, it you know, it happens. It happens.
And cut just a little bit. Just a
Exactly.
little
Yeah.
bit.
Less
Exactly.
than
Even
you
it takes
need.
an
Try it.
hour.
A little bit, try it. A little bit,
Mhm.
try it.
Mhm.
Ah, good. Oh, fuck.
Yep. And now I was mad at myself, but I'm happy that I do it to my own stuff and not somebody else's.
Mhm.
I'd be even more mad if I screwed up somebody else's stuff. So
That's why I don't do work for other people like that,
Mm-hmm.
because all it takes is 1 second, and you got to buy them a new barrel,
Mhm.
and it's like, then you're giving your time away. So it's like,
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So that was your weekend. I think I saw you one. I saw you one of the days over. Well,
I came over on
I don't know
Sunday.
if I actually saw you. Yeah, I think you were.
No, I came over on Sunday to film that video and it
Mhm.
disappeared quickly.
Okay. So let's go to Walter. Walter, how was your weekend, sir? You were riding
this
mini
weekend.
bikes.
This weekend was consumed with the 24 hours of the Minibike,
Mhm.
which was in at Jacksonville International Raceway, which is a small track. It's got a big name, but it's a small track.
Mhm.
Yeah, 24-hour mini bike race. Got there Friday afternoon, set up the camp, and Saturday it rained, and it drizzled, and it was rainy and cool, and
It was nasty on Saturday.
and the
Saturday
track
was a
just
bad
got-
day.
The track started not too bad, but soon as people started riding, the whole track turned into a mud fest.
Mhm.
So I mean, it was a constant battle to keep upright, and as a result, I think I crashed like 5 times.
Mhm.
So, and the first one was pretty dramatic. If there had been a camera there, it would have been like a YouTube mega view video.
Mhm.
I hit a mud hole and the whole front wheel went in the mud hole.
There's
I
no
went-
video. There's no
Oh,
video of
no.
this.
I went over the handlebars,
Oh no, that
And-
had to be
and-
so painful.
and the bike followed me over.
Oh, man.
Ah!
And no, it wasn't too bad, the landing, because I was in the mud. I was in the stick mud where you wiggle.
Okay.
Your feet get stuck, and you almost need somebody to help you get out. So a guy stopped.
Patrick,
Another rider helped.
there must be video. Let's not skip this little gem for a second. What do you mean there's no video, sir?
Well, let me tell you also, I had one of my little Olight flashlights in my pocket.
Don't tell me you lost it.
It is now going to be a fossil because it went into the mud.
Oh, you still have it though, right?
No, it's in the mud.
Oh, it's in the mud.
Oh no.
It's in the mud hole.
Somebody needs to go take a metal detector out there and look for it.
I guess.
A lot of them are aluminum.
Yeah.
Well, I
That's
guess
a
with a
metal
it's got a
detector, it's
magnet.
metal.
It's got a magnet. Yeah.
You can find
Aluminum
it.
is metal.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, people continually were getting stuck in there. Eventually, they roped off that mud hole
Mhm.
Oh.
because it was so thick and gooey.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I guess they had to winch out a mini bike out of the mud hole or something. So yeah, that's
Mhm.
pretty bad.
Yeah.
And I crashed a few other times besides that, and I landed on my chest like 2 times right over here.
Jesus.
Opposite at the heart. Once on my head.
Are you bruised up pretty bad?
I'm not bruised, but like when I breathe deep, like I stop breath.
Oh
like-
God.
Yeah.
You
And
bruised
no
a rib
video.
or something.
There's no video of this. This is what you're saying. No video. I want to see video. If someone was there at this event and they have
Yeah.
video of this,
I had a GoPro on for a while, and I don't think it caught when I did crash.
Crash?
It was on. Yeah, one of the crashes. It should have caught it, but it didn't.
yeah. And by the way, Patrick is right. Well, I don't know. Aluminum is not a metal. Aluminium, that's a metal.
I don't
It's a
know
metal,
what
and
you're
a metal
I'm just messing with you.
I don't know what aluminium is. That is some crazy foreign over the ocean stuff right there.
Aluminium. But overall, it wasn't a terrible weekend. I mean,
Mhm.
there was, I did some awesome cooking. We had hot dogs and hamburgers. I bought a pot of chili.
Yeah, it looks like
Made-
you guys had fun. Let me see if I could. Where's the video? Hold on. And hopefully you guys went and checked out Babyface P. Let's go
Yes, please.
here. Make sure you guys subscribe over there. We got to get Babyface P to 1 million subscribers, basically.
So I
So
can
that he
buy
can-
Hey,
watches.
wait,
You can buy us stuff.
What about me? What
Yeah.
about me? What
And
about me?
here's Dirtfoot Racing. That's what I'm looking at here. Dirtfoot Racing.
I got
the day
160
after-
subscribers.
Yeah, definitely go subscribe. I'm not signed in here, but go subscribe on this. It's a whole crazy thing going on with Google here. So on this page that I'm using to pull up stuff, I'm not signed in. But yeah, look at the bike. That bike looks pretty dirty.
Oh,
That's pretty dirty
that
right there.
The bike got
Wow.
washed.
That's like cake.
oh,
That's like
oh.
someone
It
sprayed.
got-
Mhm.
We took it over the hose and hosed it off. That's clean. That's not bad.
Really?
Oh,
tank is in good shape, though.
The tank. People want that tank, man. People, how much for that tank? How much? I mean, make me one. How much? People
That's
ask me
good.
that,
Yeah.
Yeah. They want the whole bike, man. Everybody likes the bike.
The bike
is,
it still looks good dirty. It looks good. Yeah.
I got a time lapse video of me pressure washing it this afternoon. I'm gonna post that up
God, I
eventually.
bet it was
so.
nasty.
Yeah.
But the shit was because up in this racetrack it's clay like they put on a racetrack, and then up in that part of the state the mud is like clay also, because it's getting close to Georgia that way, up that Jacksonville way. And it just as soon as it got hot on the engine or on the exhaust pipe, it turned into little bricks. You know, it got like a brick. You had to chip it off.
Jacksonville is actually dry land. Jacksonville, being the northern part of Florida, is actually dry land. The rest of this is all beach.
They got a bunch of rain that few days before. Like you guys have been getting more rain up that way than we had, and then it started raining again, and it just the racetrack was slick as ice with that clay and the stuff.
I can imagine. So we were in Ocala. I'm just talking about the rain here. We were in Ocala for the RV show, and it was pouring rain on Saturday. What was that? Lola's right next to me, by the way. She's sitting here. Saturday. Was that like around 1 or noon or something when it started? It was raining all day.
It was raining in the morning.
Yeah.
We sat for a long time.
But it was just pouring rain out there, man. It was just pouring rain out there. But it was a lot of sand still in Ocala, so the rain was like absorbing and going down. Yeah, not like where you were up there, man. That was pretty. And then you guys were just tearing it up too with those mud tires.
Yeah. Oh, the more riding, the worse it got. And then in where we put up our shelter next to the Suburban, walking around in there, it was starting to get soupy and muddy too. You know, of course, right in front of the stove where I'm cooking at, it's getting like a little mud pit. You know, and
that's okay. But no, it's good for you. It's good eating.
No, I didn't get no mud in my food. Now, come on.
I saw you didn't have a fire out there. I saw you had a propane heater.
We brought our propane heater. I didn't know if you could have a ground fire. Some places are funny about having fires on the ground.
Yeah, well, with all the bikes and stuff, probably not.
Well, just you're burning up their grass in their
you don't want to set the grass on fire.
Well, just don't want to leave a burnt spot on the ground either. So I got to plasma cut a nice collapsible fire pit that I can bring to events. You know, and a Catholic music lover was talking about me falling on my head.
Yeah, she says if Walter landed on his head, he should be fine. You probably hurt the ground.
Actually, you know what? Out of all the crashes, that's not. I had the helmet on. I hit it kind of landed on the side, and then the bike was on my leg, and the gas was dripping off the thing. And I'm thinking this effing thing's gonna catch on fire.
Catch on fire with your leg in.
And I was so pissed off that I just kicked it off me. It would have been a great video too. It's one of those agitated, you're just like, fucking get off me.
Yeah, where is the video? I just want to see videos of just the crashes.
If you could have had my audio with that going on would have been pretty epic too, because I was pissed off at that point.
Yeah. And you said that because you were supposed to have a full crew, so you didn't have a full crew, so you didn't win any awards here, huh?
No, we didn't. We didn't ride all night. We didn't have enough people to do that. So, John that works for me, the welder, John went to Daytona first for Bike Week, and he said he was in Daytona and it started to hail. At one point, real small hail
in Daytona.
So, So then he tells me, "Well, I only brought one pair of pants. I didn't want to get wet." And I'm like, "John, you're riding a motorcycle. It's like." So he didn't show up.
Yeah.
And then my two mercenary riders that were supposed to show up there and just ride for us, they didn't show up.
You didn't pay them well enough, sir.
I guess the hot dogs weren't enough. So.
Yeah. Well, look, let's look at it here. I can run in I'm in Gainesville. Okay, so check this out. Let me see if I can run this in. Here's my weather. It's Florida. It's March. Today is March 8th as we're making this, right? 66 degrees. Yeah, tonight is going to be 42. 42 degrees tonight, sir.
It'll be okay.
No, I'm not complaining. I love this, but it's March.
Oh, it doesn't bother me. I just, I was actually not too bad. I was sleeping in the trailer that we used to bring everything up in. I had a cot in there. And I had 2 sleeping bags. It wasn't bad.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
It was cold, but I was under 2 sleeping bags. So I was fine.
Yeah. I would love to do one of these with you and record the whole thing.
I need what we really need for this type of event is a video crew. Because you're riding and doing stuff. You don't have time to mess with GoPro cameras.
No, cameras have to
Yeah.
get changed out because if you're doing 24 hours, cameras have to get changed.
You gotta have all kinds of those SD cards and swap them out and do all that stuff. And,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's you got to get drones out there. The whole
Somebody had one. I don't know if any video will come of it.
yeah.
That dude's a little squirrely that had it out there, but
Okay. If anyone has video of Walter taking
Spill?
basically mud baths, mud.
Oh man, I tell you what, when I came back from the
Face
flip over
plants.
the flip over the handlebars one, I had mud on my ass. I had mud on my jacket. I was laughing about it at that point. It was like,
oh boy.
but after about the fourth time I fell down, I wasn't laughing anymore.
Yeah.
So
I could imagine.
And then
It's not.
last night, you come home and it's like, oh, this is getting worse. You feel getting sore and sore.
Mhm.
Get up in the middle of the night to take a leak or something. You can barely get out of the bed.
Yeah, you're like,
oh
shit,
shit.
it hurt.
Peggy's like, you need some help? I'm like, no, I don't
Yeah.
need no help.
Yeah, it's called getting old, which reminds me. So listen, this week, before I forget, for everyone watching, this week we're only getting a show tonight and Wednesday night.
What do you have plans for the rest of the week?
So
You got
tomorrow,
stuff going on?
yeah, tomorrow Lola and the boys want to hang out with me. So that's happening tomorrow. Then we'll be back Wednesday, and then there's a whole bunch of stuff because we're getting ready. So I've been doing not gun stuff, right? So that's what I was up to all weekend, doing RV stuff, and that's all over on Stranger Palooza. If you guys want to see that, we got some good RV stuff from the Ocala RV show. So this weekend coming up, we're going out to Sam Andrews, right? Yeah, so we're gonna be doing.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're gonna be going out there, and there's a bunch of other things going on with all the moving and all this kind of stuff going on. The hacienda is a nightmare, worse than it usually is. Patrick and Walter know. It looks like a gun store blew up in my house, basically.
The house is bad. The cottage is also pretty bad.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's a mess.
Because we just dumped everything everywhere. Yeah, Patrick was probably climbing over stuff when he came over there.
Pretty much.
Yeah, he's probably
Yeah,
like,
do
you
what
know
you
what?
gotta
This
do,
is a
though."
good opportunity right here. Hank's never gonna know what goes missing. Except I asked you for everything anyway.
You already. I know what's in that house more than you do sometimes. I asked for a 1022 the other day. And he's like, "Oh, I think I sold you my last one." I was like, "No, we have some other ones. There's definitely other ones here."
Yeah. Plus, if anything, if I can't find something, I'll just ask you.
Do you have this? I'm like, maybe I might have it. I don't know.
Yeah, so we got there's a whole bunch of stuff we have to catch up to. By the way, it's International Women's Day. Congratulations to you, Lola. What are you getting me for International Women's Day today?
Hey, I know just the thing he needs. He needs a flamingo pillow.
Oh, flamingo pillow. Yeah, here we go. Hey, you guys want to see this? Look, I got this for Walter today, Walter and Peggy, because whenever they go somewhere, like a couple of weekends ago, I went to that military vehicle rally with them.
Camp Flamingo.
And that's what they call their camp, Camp Flamingo. They have a website all about it. I see this thing. Look at how awesome that is. This was like $9 or something like that. At Bed Bath Beyond.
That flamingo's got some kind of weird ass like dress going on or something.
Yeah, it's
Like,
patterned. It's textured. It's textured.
It's got
That's so nice.
on it.
Walter doesn't like it. Walter doesn't like it. That's basically what's happening here. Walter hates it. So I don't know if Peggy can see it or not, but well, yeah.
Hate's a hard word. I don't use that word very much. You know what I'm saying? But I really do hate the way you use that word.
Yeah. So there you go. Happy International Women's Day to you guys out there. This means, Lola, let me explain International Women's Day to you. It means that husbands on this day can get international chicks. And it's okay.
That's how it is. I'll have to tell Marley that.
I don't
If
think
the chick
that'll
is
work.
international, it's all right.
Okay, well,
If she's national, it's not okay.
I'm international.
No, Lola, you're not international. You're an American citizen. No, not anymore. Not anymore. We claimed you over here in America. So
I don't think that'll work with my chick. So
yeah. Kathleen Music Lover says crochet flamingo. Listen. Tell us right now. Do you like the flamingo? Do you not like? Because Walter doesn't want to use the word hate. Do you not like the flamingo? And Len Holt says, did you use the 20%? What 20% off coupon?
well, Bed Bath and Beyond, they always send
Yeah,
those
they
out.
always have a 20% off.
Oh, there's
coupon.
coupons?
Yeah.
Bed Bath and Beyond always has a coupon.
Always.
Yeah, I'm no good with coupons.
I was-
And Bed Bath and Beyond. Always
I went into Bed Bath and Beyond the other day looking for, believe it or not, some of those like storage tubs,
Mm-hmm.
the ones that have the lids that are attached. Like maybe Hank could use to store all that stuff that came out of his studio.
yeah.
And they didn't have them, but now they have it in Bed Bath and Beyond. They have all kinds of like cosmetics and and like a drugstore stuff. And I'm like, they ruined it. Oh, I don't like it. You know.
Yeah.
You don't like it?
I don't go to a drug.
It's still cool. Like, I actually got a nice seat rest thing here. Do you guys want to see this? Because this is one of the things missing from the van. So there's my flamingo. But look at this big, massive. Look at that.
Well, you know what? That
I can
you
sit
can rest. You
comfortably.
can. You didn't get one with the flamingo on it?
No, they
Come
don't
on,
have
man.
they don't have these with the flamingo. I'm telling you, you don't want the flamingo. Hey, this goes along with the gypsy motif that I'm gonna do inside of the van. So if you don't want it, it's fine. And look, it's salmon colored on the other side. How awesome is that?
Yes, like a flamingo.
Yeah.
I-
I'm waiting for
here.
Peggy. I'm waiting for Peggy. Kathleen Music
gonna see
Lover
if
says, "Lola, you put up with this?" Question mark. Question mark. What? Okay, explain, Patrick. What does International Women's Day mean?
Honestly, I have not a clue. I have no idea. I'm sorry. I have no idea.
He's staying out. He doesn't want to get in trouble.
If I wanna complain a little bit, I did look, and for the last couple of years, so Google is very proud of their doodles on International Women's Day and every other day that. Anyways, if you look at International Men's Day, which is November 19th, Google has a doodle for it ever.
No, I have not heard. I have never seen anyone celebrate International Men's Day. And by the way, Lola,
Nobody get.
yeah,
Really,
International
honestly,
Men's Day,
nobody
you
gives a
can't
shit.
mess with any international dudes. There you go. So, if you're not gonna honor International Women's Day, I'm not honoring International Men's Day. How you like that?
I'm good.
Fair is fair.
Yeah.
I got enough days. I'm good.
Yeah. Well, listen, I think women are awesome every single day of the week. All the weeks in the year, all the months. I think women are awesome. Is anyone going to argue that with me?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hell no.
No, I mean, it's real talk. I think women are fantastic and amazing. Don't I honor you every day, Lola? Don't I treat you like a little African princess pygmy every single day?
Oh, slap him.
Oh God.
Slap
This is
him.
getting dirty.
You know, what everyone doesn't know is the reason why you get away with a bunch of crap is because every single night you rub my feet and my legs the minute I sit on the sofa.
Wow.
Yeah.
What?
Don't give away my tricks.
Wow.
That's
I
why
need
you
to
get
take
away
some
with a
time.
bunch
Where's
of
my
crap.
notebook? I gotta, write this down.
I don't know if Marley's gonna let you get away.
Things,
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, congratulations to all the women out there. Smash the thumbs ups for the women out there. You're all awesome every single day of the week. There you go. What's up, Walt?
Richard Maunder says that flamingo lives matter.
Oh, where is that? Hold on. Yeah, hashtag Flamingo Lives Matter. Yeah, that's interesting. Did you guys? That reminds me. So what was it last week? I think I took that day off, but what day was that I took that was Thursday or something, right?
You took to do what?
Because that was the day I did the live video with Maj, but then after that I was so wiped out.
It was Thursday.
Yeah, I think that was Thursday.
No, actually, it was Wednesday.
Why
Wednesday.
were you wiped out?
Well, I was just tired, man. Everything was just catching up to me on that day. We've been going pretty hardcore here for a while. Basically, and to get into what the whole subject of tonight is about. So, like, this last weekend, we did the RV thing. Next weekend, we're doing Sam Andrews. The following weekend is this gathering, this PSA gathering.
Wish I could go.
Yeah. It's open to the public. Let's see here. I will put it up here on the screen. We will share that for the folks. There you go. Boom. The Gathering at the Sawmill Training Complex. A firearms media event that's March 17th to 19th, 2021, and it's in South Carolina. And this goes Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Oh, yes. A whole bunch of days.
It's going to be really fun for whoever shows up. That'll be really.
Yeah. A whole bunch of days that's going to be going on. So all of this stuff, I mean, you know, it's plus we had to move out. We had to, you know, we got to do stuff with the van, and there's this thing and that thing going on. I got to put in extra time for arguing with Lola.
You got to go hang out with your RV buddies.
Yeah, you know, got to hang out with the people. Shout out to all the Beyond owners out there.
Can I ask a question? Are most of these people older than you?
Yes, there was one dude. There was a Filipino guy who has one, and he's actually up in Tallahassee. He's probably younger than me, right? Because I'm 49, so I'm like in the young scale. Yes, there are a lot of older folks out there, full-time RV, a couple of full-time RV people out there that I met. Like one guy has taken his all over the country, everywhere. So, you know, you guys will see. There's a ton of videos up there if you guys want to see it, and I think I have some more. I think did you turn on that video, the etiquette? Yeah, like it's talking about RV etiquette. Which guess what, Walt? They say.
Yes,
so here's the thing that one of the things they say. So, if you're driving because this is a van. So if you're driving a van and you go to those rest stops on the highway. Okay, you know how it says cars go this way, RVs go that way?
Yeah.
You're not supposed to go, you know, RVs and trucks this way, cars this way.
Yeah.
The vans are not supposed to go over there with the RVs and trucks, apparently.
You're not supposed to?
No, you're not supposed to. And I didn't know this because I did it. When I went out to Texas, I went over to where the trucks were, and the guy was like, "You're taking up a massive spot that the tractor trailers need to pull into. Otherwise, they have to go up."
See that?
Look, you know, I had the Suburban with a trailer, and I pull on that side because I can't pull on the effing side for no car.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you see these people pulling the car side with trailers, and they back out. And they don't know how to effing back a trailer, much less drive it with a trailer.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's not busy, like when we were stopping, it wasn't full of trucks. You know, I get it if it's full of trucks and it's time for them to take a break, but man, it wasn't. So
yeah,
you know.
Yeah, well, I guess.
I mean,
yeah. If you have a trailer, that makes sense. It makes sense to go to the other side if you have a trailer.
Yeah, your vehicle is more big van size than it is like a 60-foot RV, obviously. You know, it's not so you can pull that in and pull that out of a regular parking spot relatively easy.
Yeah, it's 22 feet, you know. But I take up a couple of parking spots when I can. But I could technically park in a, park in a regular parking spot. You know, usually what I do, like so in a parking lot, I'll go to where nobody wants to park.
Yeah.
But here's what happens to me every single time. I go to where no one wants to park. Like, you know how there's some little sections and there's maybe like three or four parking spots wide, you know, and then I'll go in there and park like sideways in there, you know, just so it's easier to get out of there, right? But I'll go to the no man's land. Nobody wants to park over there. I'll go park there, and then someone will come park behind me. They'll see a big RV, and they're like, "You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna park right behind that thing over there.
I'm gonna dump my black water right on them."
Yeah. Yeah. Brick says you're about the size of a 4-door dually. Yeah, this is definitely long. It's probably longer than a Escalade, I would say. I think an Escalade is probably like 19 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
No, it's Suburban size. Yeah.
Yeah. So here, Appalachian Gunrunner says this, which they did talk about. Don't be pulling the grill out in the Walmart parking lot. So, Walmart lets people park there overnight and stuff like that. You can park RVs.
They're
Not all.
Walmart.
No,
because
not all
they
of
figured
them.
you're going to spend money.
Yeah, now
The
yes.
one in, the one right by us in Clearwater has a sign: no overnight parking.
Oh, okay.
Really? Most of them don't care.
Well, this is the reason why, because there's people who they let park there, and people will literally park their RV and then put out their
And
awning.
stay.
Yeah, put out their awning. Then they'll get their chairs out and set the chairs up. Then they'll get out the barbecue grill.
Right. It's
And
not
they'll
like
park-
they stop.
Yeah,
It's not like they stop at night and they crawl into bed and go to sleep.
yeah, which is
Yeah,
what they
they
were
set
trying
up-
to let people do. Yeah.
They set up camp, basically.
Yeah.
And it's, you don't camp it in a fucking parking lot. Come on. I mean,
Have you seen some parking lots? Yeah, that's how you know
Well, I'm
you're in
not-
a country Walmart.
I'm not in that crowd, I guess.
Come on, tell me you have not. Okay, let's do it this way. Who has seen
I have not.
RVs in a Walmart parking lot with the awning and the deck chairs and all that kind of stuff out there?
I have not.
I've
I have not.
I've never seen that.
I've
Oh,
never
okay.
I'm not.
Yeah.
The people who a lot of times use these, there's people who have RVs that go incognito. Is that whole, have you investigated that genre?
It's called stealth parking.
Yeah.
Wait, what is it?
It's called
So they
stealth
buy like
parking.
they buy like a box truck, right?
Mhm.
A white
Uh-huh.
box truck, and inside that white box truck they build an RV,
Mhm.
but they don't put any, and there's nothing on the outside that says, "Hey, I'm an
Oh.
RV."
To make
So that
like
so
it's not. Or not.
right, so they can park almost any place.
Yeah. People with vans are doing that as well. The thing about a van is from the outside, you can't tell. Like my van right now, if someone was walking by, they can't see in here. We've got blackout curtains up. Now, if you know and you look, or you look at the things on the side that say, oh, hookups. But what a lot of guys do is they remove all the labels, or they make it all a monotone color over there, right? Like paint all of those things body color. Remove awnings and stuff like that, or even the windows. You can tint the windows the color of the body with, it's called perforated tints. So from the inside you can look out and see people, but from the outside, so people don't know. Is it like a delivery truck? Is it like an airport shuttle? No one knows.
Yeah, so that's a whole nother world you can explore on the internet.
Yeah.
People tell of their adventures and all that stuff.
Yeah, I want to do a little bit of that. That's why I have the van. If I'm like, I could pull up in your neighborhood, Walt, over in the old safety harbors.
Nobody would give a crap.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They wouldn't
it's
know.
the same, obviously.
Yeah, except there's one little problem, Walt. Your street is a one-way street with two-way traffic.
Oh, like in front of my house, you just pull
Yeah.
right up on pull right up off, and my house is the only house along the street that actually has grass between the sidewalk and the street. So there's enough room to almost pull all the way off. And
Yeah.
you can pull on the sidewalk. People can walk.
Yeah, you got to
around.
pull up on the grass or something like that. So yeah,
Yeah.
in a normal thing, I've seen people taking these kind of vans to New York City, for example.
Yeah, you want it to look like just a plain old box truck kind of thing.
Yeah, gray
And
man.
then what
Rick
you-
says gray man. CIA.
You wake up in the
van.
morning. You wake up in the morning, and it'll have graffiti all over the side of your.
Yeah, I don't know if I would do the New York City thing. You'll have your mirrors knocked off.
Yeah.
Someone will come by there and scratch it up. key the whole thing.
You know what? You get yourself one of those bread truck looking trucks. It just looks like
a box,
and,
just yep.
inconspicuous looking
Yeah.
truck, and
Yeah.
people fix them all up, and they
Yeah.
travel all over the country in them.
Yeah, Mario Cuomo, is it Mario? Yeah, Governor Cuomo will be out there trying to like sexually harass you, apparently.
Yeah, he wants you to eat his sausage. Have
Did
we all seen this
Did you
video
hear
by
about
now?
this? No,
Eat his
no, is that
sausage?
what he said? Oh,
Oh,
my God.
man, you better eat the whole sausage, Walter. I'm not.
No.
I wish I were kidding, but I'm not.
Oh, so yeah, because
Oh, dear.
evidence is coming out against him now, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, they're turning on him real fast.
Yeah.
Oh, but he can't help it.
Oh no,
That's
I
just the
think
way
it's
he
so. There's
is.
a lot of people in New York now calling for Cuomo to resign.
You really think he's going to do that?
No, not at all.
You remember Virginia? You remember Virginia?
Yes.
That didn't happen in Virginia, did it?
No.
No.
Not at all. No, I don't think he's going to. But if women keep coming out on this International Day of the Woman,
The woman.
yeah.
Wait till International Day of the Woman meets a high price lawyer. Let's see what happens. Yeah. That's when it gets real.
Oh, I have a feeling there's what's the name of that lawyer that always gets involved in these kinds of things?
Not Gloria Allred. She's a
Avenatti.
Gloria Allred.
Yeah, isn't it Gloria Allred? No.
Yeah, she's a.
Did Patrick freeze? That's Lola on your internet, babyface.
No, it's fine. It's not her.
Yeah, but you have to forgive it because it's International Day of the Woman.
Oh my gosh.
Getting on your internet.
Oh God! Can we please get on to National Hot Dog Day or something? Come on. Don't laugh. There is probably a National Hot Dog Day.
Is it Andrew
National
Cuomo? Which one of these Cuomos? There's so many Cuomos.
Andrew Cuomo. I've never heard of Marco Cuomo or whatever.
No,
he
Mario.
said.
Mario Cuomo was in my time.
Mario Cuomo.
Marco Polo.
Mario. What is this? Nintendo?
I don't know. Yeah, Mario Cuomo was from my time. Wasn't that the governor in my time?
Yes.
Yeah. These people are a dynasty, for crying out loud, in New York. They own everything. They own all politics and all news media. You know?
Yeah, whatever.
DCG wants to know if I've got some Lola Enterprise magnetic signs for disguising the van.
No, not yet.
No. I want to go stealth. So that's definitely an important thing. So anyway, we were supposed to be talking about the gathering, right? So anyone out there who's going to be in South Carolina for this gathering event? This is what I want to know. Who's going to be out there for this gathering event? Just tell me.
I can't. I'm not making. I wish I could.
Yeah. So let's see. As I said, it's the 17th to the 19th. It's open to the public. Starts at 9 a.m. It says right here, I'm going through the schedule of events. 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. badge pickup and vendor check-in at the clubhouse. So this is for vendors only. Vendor village setup. So this is a vendor village. I'm going to be crashing somewhere around there in the van. You guys see a gray van out there? That's me.
Just have some of those vendors pile up empty boxes against your truck. And that'll make it look like you're, just another vendor.
Yeah, just a delivery van. Out there.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what's going to be going on at that time. Let's see. There's going to be a live band out there called Turn Up the Monster.
They're going all out. It's going to be really cool.
Budweiser of Spartanburg, food truck lanes, bonfire games. What the hell is that? What's bonfire games? Do you guys, what is it? Are they throwing people in bonfires, or is this
burning books? Maybe, I don't know what's going on.
No, that sounds cool though. So let's see. Yeah, there's a night shoot from 7 to 8 with EOTech on the 1400-yard range, and lunch is from 11 a.m. to 2, and is brought to you by U.S. Law Shield. Let's see. So, that's cool. Let's see here. Registration, vendor. Yeah, so yeah, I'm looking at there's going to be a lot of food out there. Tacos, fish and wings, barbecue stuff. Awesome. This looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. So let me know who's going to be out there. Let's see if there's anyone out there who's going to come into the thing. Len Holt says you need a magnetic sign for the side of the van. Hank and Sons Plumbing.
Yeah, people would totally believe it.
Yeah. I don't want someone to try to break into the van looking for plumbing equipment.
I'm trying to think of some really good septic drainage
Oh, yeah.
Some septic cleaning.
Yeah, we'll clean out your
Oops.
pipes there.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of some
We'll just
ones
put,
I've
we
seen
clean out
before.
your pipes, ladies, for free.
Uh,
Yeah. So anyway, if there's gonna be anyone out there, I'll be out there. We'll have some. I'll have maybe some stickers or something like that that will be given away since there's gonna be folks out there. I'm sure. I'm sure the people in South Carolina will be there. Patrick just went black and white.
You got to read LV
Or is that
Lewis
night
Cypher's
vision?
comment.
Oh wait, hold on. Where is it?
I did not prompt this either. Or anything, so.
LV Louis Cipher says Hank and Sons like Hank and Sons salvage like Sanford and Son.
Sanford and Son.
Yeah, Walt, I'll let you read Richard Maunders that he put in there.
Hank's back garden work.
Yeah.
Hank's back garden
Yeah.
garden work.
Yeah. So in England that's a thing, the back, the old back garden.
The back garden.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's a thing in England.
okay, I was gonna.
Yeah, Kioski says number 1 in the number 2 business. That's actually a good one.
There are some pretty amusing phrases and names some of these companies have, like the Porta-John people and stuff like that. Or the people come out and clean that stuff.
Mhm.
I've seen it on trucks before, and you just start laughing, man. It's like funny.
Mhm. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
anyways, back to serious stuff.
What is it I've seen? What is it? Lawn and Order? I've seen that. What's it?
I've seen that.
Yeah, lawn enforcement. I've seen all kinds of stuff like that. The one that kills me from the time I started living in Florida, ass plunder. I don't even know if that's how you say it. Have you guys seen the
Oh,
ass
the
plunder
tree
truck?
service?
Yeah, they have. It's
Tree service?
isn't it ass plunder?
Esplendy.
It's
Yeah,
Esplendy.
the
I
one
don't,
that clean-
I don't think it's
No, they
Esplendy,
clean the-
Lola.
L-U-N-D.
I'm gonna look it up,
Typically,
Lola.
They're cleaning the wires for the power companies. The trees around power company wires and
It's
stuff.
Esplendia, Lola.
Ashplund.
Esplendia.
There's an A at the end.
It sounds
There's an
dirty.
H. Hold on. Let me roll this.
H-I.
No. It is Asplundh.
H. Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
ass
so-
plunder. That spells ass plunder. And I always see it. Look, here's pictures of the trucks, and the trucks have on them
They're
ass
orange.
plunder.
They're orange and black. I
Yeah.
think, the trucks.
Orange with black writing
know-
for the people. Look, here's a bunch of guys
Isn't
with
it
big
ass-
smiles on. Look at this.
Maybe
Here's a
it's-
bunch of
no,
guys.
Maybe it's ass plunduff.
No, look at this.
Like
Look at
enough.
no. Look at this. Look at all these dudes with big smiles on their face. Why? You know why they're smiling? Because the truck says ass plunder.
No, it's ass plund.
They're
It's ass
smiling
plunder.
because they're.
H must be silent.
I'm gonna see if Peggy's home.
Yeah. Something is silent up in there. Am I wrong? Who has not seen Patrick? Come on. You are from Tampa.
I don't know what you're talking about, but it's funny.
You've never seen the ass plunder trucks?
I don't know. I can't picture it. What do they look like?
Google that. Ass plunder.
Okay.
I just put it up on the thing. It's ASPL something. Hold on, I'll tell you right now.
Okay.
It's ASPLUNDH. I've seen those in Gainesville all the time. But from the time we
I'm
moved,
sure I've seen it before. I just don't realize it.
you never realized it. You've been looking at
Yeah.
ass plunder trucks. And all these trucks driving around plundered ass. It's going on in Florida. Yeah, DCG44 says the orange trucks. Yes. Brick says they butcher trees. Yeah. There you go. Scorched Earth Firearms Training says someone say ass. Yes. Absolutely. There you go. Kathleen Music Lover says Patrick, quote unquote, I know nothing. He's looking it up right now. He thinks I'm trying to trick him. That's why he doesn't want to look it up. Yeah. Eric Hammond said there's a company here in Texas, Ars Rescue Rooter. Ars Rescue Rooter. Yeah. Big shout out to Flying Rich. I see Flying Rich out there. Guess what, guys? You know what? Flying Rich hooked me up with something. He mailed it out today. Okay. A specialized router for the van.
Oh.
Guess how I paid
Ooh.
Flying Rich. Guess how I paid him. TUSC, baby. Boom. Flying Rich is a millionaire. Ask him. He's out there in the chat right now. Paid him with TUSC. Also, by the way, paid Babyface P with TUSC. He's a multi-millionaire.
I did get some TUSC. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, you're a multi-millionaire on the TUSCs, right? How much TUSC you got?
I don't know. It's a lot. It's a big, very, very big number.
Yeah.
But
Walter,
no, I do have some TUSC.
Walter, you got to get signed up on that TUSC, baby.
I know I do.
Yeah.
Did you see Vanessa Kitty's
yeah.
comment about that tree company's name? Did you see her?
No. What was her?
Comment.
Hold on. Let me scroll back. What? Vegetation Management Company? Oh, here
No,
we go.
one
Here we
about,
go. Asplunda, a
Asplund.
Swedish word for a grove of aspen trees, is pronounced splund.
Splund.
Asplund. The first syllable rhymes with ma. Second syllable fund. Asplund. Nation's largest utility. Okay, you say potato, I say potato. You say tomato, I say tomato. So, I'm gonna go with Asplunda.
You say Camaro, I say Camaro.
Camaro.
Oh, where's the pillow? Where's the pillow?
Yeah. Oh, here's the pillow. Hold on, I gotta show the pillow.
Where's
to
the
Peggy.
pillow?
Okay, where's Peggy? All right, come on, Peggy.
Right.
You got to be the judge of the pillow. There you go. Look at that. Peggy's laughing. She loves it.
He got a flamingo pillow. Okay.
Yeah. I got these for you, Peggy, and Walter doesn't
I
want
can't hear
them.
him.
Tell her I got it for her.
I just
because
said it
it's-
was girly. That's all. I said it was girly.
I got it for her because it's International Day of the Woman. And yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's got to do with flamingos, but
Yeah.
it can be whatever you want.
Yeah. Flying Rich says, Walter, can I pay you in TUSC? Walter has to get
I have
signed
to
up.
get. I got to get on the bandwagon there, so to speak.
Yeah. Dan TCVS says, how do I get TUSC? Okay, so we got to walk. Let me see. The best way to do this is, so hold on a second. I'm going to go to let me screen capture this for you guys. So you just search TUSC. Hold on. Put in there TUSC. Or you can put in TUSC Crypto, whatever you want to. That will take you to the TUSC network, TUSC.network. That's the sign. You see down here, it says Buy TUSC. You click there to buy TUSC. You can create an account. Once you create an account, people can pay each other. If you want to buy TUSC on there, you can. And if you want to see what the value of TUSC is, you can always look that up. There's different cryptocurrency trading places that are tracking the value and the price of TUSC and stuff like that. So, but once you sign up, that's what Flying Rich did. He signed because we were talking about it, and Flying Rich is a TUSC millionaire officially. He's got 1 million plus TUSC coins right now. Babyface P though, more wealthier than him by far. So,
Hey, listen, I don't know my wealth. That's not my thing. I can't go flaunting my TUSC wealth to everybody.
yeah. Why is Patrick's thing freezing?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. I don't know what's going on over there. He's
know.
up to something. He got caught in a trap looking at that ass plunder stuff.
I only have one YouTube open. I don't even have like a YouTube.
So anyway, that's how you can sign up. You can get TUSC through there. So what's the best way, Patrick? Through Google Chrome, I think, right?
For what?
To sign up for the TUSC to
I a guarantee, but I used Chrome and it worked fine. Just read through the instructions slowly. I read through them incorrect the first time, and that's why I couldn't get signed up. But it's very straightforward.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And so what I would say is when you go there, the best way is, I think, to use Chrome. And then there's a CAPTCHA there, but I don't think people realize it. So I was telling them to make it more obvious that there's that CAPTCHA thing there that, to prove you're not a robot. And it times out in a certain amount of time. So when you go, get all set up and then go there because you have to do everything within like a minute and a half. Otherwise, you have to start all over again. So here's the way, if people are going to go to TUSC, if you're signing up for cryptocurrencies, you're going to get long keys. You're going to get a user key and a private key. You shouldn't show those to anyone, but you need to save those, right? Because that's your identity and your unlock, your password. So get a note, save all of those in the note when you get it, so you're not like, oh, what should I do? And you're taking too long and it times out. That's the best way to do it. And then when you save that note, you need to, I would print it, and I would also copy it onto a USB, like a thumb drive or something like that, and keep that. So there you go. And Michael Avon says BFP is all blue. Urinal cake accident. So I don't know what happened to his camera. It's tripping. Either that or he's trying to be all, he's trying to be Drakkar Noir or something
Cool.
like that.
I'm being blue. Abba dee baba die.
Oh, so blue.
Shows how old you are.
Yeah.
Drakkar Noir.
Yeah, I'm old school, woman. I'm old school. That's where I came from.
Speaking of urinal cakes,
Mhm.
I was today on, I think it was Facebook or one of the places.
Mhm.
One of those videos popped up where it shows these, like, all these people out in heavy winds and like tornado stuff.
Mhm.
And there was this one section where these porta-johns just get picked up by like a whirlwind type of thing.
Ooh.
And flying through the air, and you can see the blue fluid flying out of the
Oh my god.
out of the urinals.
That would be both disgusting and fun at the same time. It's like a scene from what was it? I think it was the third Men in Black, where he was like, "Flush me, Jay." Sometimes I just say, "Flush me, Jay. Just flush me." If anyone who saw that movie knows what I'm talking about, they literally got flushed out of the Men in Black headquarters. Speaking of that, and I know I saw some people talking about this earlier here, since it's Free for All Monday. Who saw Coming to America 2? Oh, crickets. Patrick, you saw Coming to America 2? No?
No.
Yeah.
After you told me that it was going to be, I hadn't seen it.
Yeah. So there's a couple of people out there who I think did see it. If you want my review, I'm going to give you my review of it right now. Garbage. Okay?
Trash.
Horrible.
Trash.
Yeah.
Trash.
Very bad. Now, if you have Amazon Prime, you can watch it for free because it's on
I thought
Amazon
you said
Prime.
you weren't going to watch it.
Well, because it came out and we were at this thing. It was at night, and Lola was trying to get
So
me
you
all liquored
might
up.
as well.
Yeah, I had some wine. I had a glass of wine, and I was drunk.
Oh God! And then you made bad decisions.
And I watched
you
this
liquored
thing.
Up, you made bad choices.
I wasted 2 hours of my life.
really
This was so bad. It was so bad. And there's lots of reviews out there from people that are saying this is bad. I haven't seen anyone do a review and say it was good.
Really?
Yeah, I see Boss Hog out there. Come on, Boss Hog. Did you see Coming to America 2? Anyone out there who's seen Coming to
It
America?
sounds like even Lola said it was bad.
Yeah, Lola
and
says-
she's more forgiving on movies than you
No,
are.
Lola was mad. She wanted to stop it early. A couple minutes in, Lola was like, "No, I don't want. This is nonsense."
Wow. That's impressive.
Armsman says, "I thought it was garbage."
Wow.
Richard Mondo says the trailer looks like crap. Oh, Boss Hog says yes. Brick says he saw it. It was terrible. So they were basically just trying to, take all the old stuff and redo it, right? But I guess whatever was popular, they overdid some things. First of all, somehow he magically had, Lola just put her thing up there, he magically had a son. But the whole movie, the first one, was about how he came to America for the first time.
Only find this woman.
Yeah, to find this woman. And then they retconned it that chick from Saturday Night Live that was in Ghostbusters, who I do not like.
I don't think anybody
yeah, I
likes
don't, yeah.
Yeah. So she apparently date raped him back in the 80s. Yep. That's what it's about. That's what the movie's about.
What?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
What?
it is long
Yes.
Could you imagine?
Wonder Woman
So
raping
flip
the
that.
guy, and now a
Flip
woman
that
raped-
script real
Yeah,
quick.
Lola just said now in Wonder Woman there was a rape situation going on in Wonder Woman of Wonder Woman raping a dude. That happened in Wonder
Yes.
Woman.
Flip the script real quick on that and tell me how it would go down.
Terrible.
Oh,
That
you'd
thing-
be
that-
out.
that-
They will
that woman
burn
had
you
beat
down.
his ass.
Yeah,
Right?
they would burn you down. So the way it happened in Wonder Woman is that in Wonder Woman, you know, the guy died in the Wonder Woman 1, right? They were back in World War 1, remember?
Mhm.
They were in World War 1 and the guy died. The Steve Rogers or whatever, Trevor, I think. So he died.
Okay.
So in Wonder Woman 2, they bring him back. But so they're like everyone's wish is getting granted. There's literally walls going up around countries. People are becoming different creatures and all kinds of nonsense. And her wish is to bring the guy back. You know how they bring him back? In the body of another dude.
What?
He comes back and yes, a person who is alive. He takes over his body, and he doesn't
Kinda
look like
fucked
him.
up if you
He
think about
looks
it.
like the guy. He looks like the
Now-
guy, but only she sees him. Okay, that was Lola closing the door. Only
Oh,
she.
wow, everything's shook.
Yeah, everything. And she. Okay, thanks for doing it again, Lola. You are so lucky.
Do you
Yeah, go ahead.
do you wonder why I don't go to the movies?
Yeah,
It
I don't
was-
either.
It's
I just can't
trash.
handle
It
It's
was.
trash.
It's all it is.
Let me tell you how bad
Oh.
Wonder Woman was, and we'll get back to Coming to America too. In Wonder Woman, she takes so this guy takes over his body. So basically, he's living in the guy's house.
a
in
body
the guy's
snatch.
Yeah, she's having
He's a
sex
body
with
snatch.
she's having sex with him, everything. And at the end of the movie, he goes back. The guy goes back to normal, and she's out in the streets, and she meets the guy, and she's like, "Oh, what's up? How you doing?" And then walks off. If that was a dude doing that to a woman, it's
Oh, God.
over.
Could you
Everybody's
even
getting
imagine?
canceled. Everyone's getting canceled over there. Well, in Coming to America too, they did the same thing. That woman basically, he was at her apartment and she got him drunk, and he doesn't even remember that he did any of this. She got him drunk, had sex with him, and then had a baby for him. Yep, that's what this movie is about.
What?
This is what this movie is about. Yeah, Appalachian Gunrunner
culture.
says, imagine being date raped by a female Patrick
Oh
Ewing.
my God! That? No, thank you.
Boss Hog says he watched 30 minutes of Wonder Woman 1984 and cut it off.
Coming to America 2 date rape scene infuriates and disappoints viewers.
Why?
Why was it necessary? So you know why it's necessary? So in the movie, his father dies, which was the creepiest thing I've ever seen. Creepiest thing. But I'm going to get back to that here in a second. So in the movie, and I know I'm spoiling this for everyone, but this movie is so stupid, I'm probably going to make it better for you. Okay? So, what was I going to say? So in the movie, his father dies and he becomes the king. That's what the whole first movie was about, that eventually he's going to be the king. But in the movie, his wife from Queens that he took back to Africa, to not Wakanda, but Zamunda. Zamunda was before Wakanda, as I've said to everyone before. So the wife, they only have girls. So the whole thing is that because he only has girls, Wesley Snipes is the bad guy in this movie, and because he only has girls, Wesley Snipes is going to kill him. Because Wesley Snipes is like a rival general who wants to take over. And it's so stupid because Wesley Snipes rolls up to Eddie Murphy's palace with his guards with guns, with AKs. They just walk in there and they start doing a dance like from a freaking Michael Jackson video. Seriously, it was like, I saw someone say this was like a musical. They did so many musical numbers in here. Wesley Snipes is dancing. Wesley Snipes is a dancer. Go ahead. What's that, Walt?
Who produced this?
I don't know. I think Eddie Murphy produced it, but I don't think he wrote it.
Party all night, party all night,
Yeah.
party all night.
Yeah. I like Put Your Lips on Me. That was my jam. So let's go back to his father. So his father is still alive, right? You know what his father decides he wants to do? He wants to have his funeral while he's still alive. Yes. They have a funeral for the king who's still alive. I was like, oh my God, they're not going to actually do this. Okay, so he tells Eddie Murphy, I want to have my funeral while I'm still alive. And Eddie Murphy goes, it's going to be amazing. So they cut to the funeral scene. The father is alive in a freaking coffin, looking at everyone celebrating him dead, but he's alive.
Is it supposed to be like a joke? I'm guessing it's supposed to be funny. Was it supposed to be? Like
I don't know. It was creepy as hell. So they have so much money. They have all this like Zamunda money that they bought everyone. Morgan Freeman was officiating the funeral. And they're talking about him, even though he's alive, they're talking about him like he's dead. And they were talking about how awesome he is, and he's there smiling at his awesomeness. And they go through, and everyone, Gladys Knight shows up to sing for his. So they go through this whole elaborate death funeral thing that's creepy as hell of him standing in the coffin is. Remember, like the Old West where they had the coffin standing
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay, you ready for this?
It's so crazy.
I did a little bit of research.
Okay.
It's the writing credits go to Eddie Murphy. The characters are based on Eddie Murphy's characters, but he didn't write any of it. The story and the screenplay are written by who do you think would knows black people perfectly?
Definitely a white person wrote that.
A guy named Barry Blaustein.
I was going to say some Jewish dude, right?
A Jewish dude wrote it, along with David Sheffield, definitely knows black people, and Kenya Barris, the only black guy, I think.
It was horrible. Eddie Murphy definitely didn't have any input in this.
Well, it's not really a matter of they know black people. It's they know make something funny.
Yeah.
Or entertaining, right? Entertaining, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously it wasn't entertaining or funny.
Right.
You know, so
I didn't find it funny at all. I was really super disappointed in it. Wesley Snipes, who I like Wesley Snipes as an actor, was so stupid in here. Patrick's camera is out.
Looks that way.
Did you turn your? Yeah, I don't know if he turned his camera off there, but so the thing to me, we'll get it back here in a second. The thing to me is that so Wesley Snipes rolls up with his people to the palace. So just imagine this. You have a rival, he wants to kill you. Everybody knows he wants to kill you. They're telling him he wants to kill him because he doesn't have a son. They all roll up to his palace with guns. He apparently has no security, even though they show security in the movie. They just let them come in there with guns, like right up to his audience chambers. So he's sitting there, and the rivals. Now, let me tell you, I actually lived in Africa, okay? When I was a kid, I lived in Nigeria. I can just guarantee you, even if I had become an African warlord in Nigeria, which I would have become if I kept living there, and I would have been 100% happy to be an African warlord. This is one of my dreams. But if I was an African warlord and you let me roll up in your palace and my dudes, I've got like 30 dudes with AKs, I'm sorry, it's over. It's over for you. Right? They just roll up in there, they don't do anything to him. They roll up in there and then they just roll out, and then it's like, what just happened? You know? So
what just happened is a poorly made movie. That's what just happened.
Yeah. Len Holt says Snipes' performance was a poor example of play. It was so crazy. There was so much dancing and singing in this movie. I was like, oh my god.
I can't even imagine. That first one didn't have any of that, did it?
It had little scenes, and like in the beginning, it had scenes like that because he gets up every day and like everyone caters to his whims and all of that kind of stuff, and he was supposed to be getting married. But oh man, it was really really bad, you know.
That's weird.
Yeah. So I don't know. I guess he got that paycheck from Amazon, so you know.
Is that who produced it? That Amazon is the one who
it came well in the beginning of it says an Amazon film, but I'm guessing this movie was but I'm guessing that this movie was so bad, no other studio wanted to give them money. And Amazon was like,
right.
Yeah. Amazon was like, you know, remember, they were probably shopping this around last year when all these riots were going on. And Amazon was like, you know what will make us look good? Let's do like the worst black movie we could possibly do. Let's throw our name on that thing. Let's throw our name on that.
Movie.
Yeah. And it makes me mad because I saw a guy saying the same thing. He was like, I loved coming to America. This is it's not just a black movie coming to America, the first one. It's an American movie. It's a classic American movie.
You know what though? It just there are things out there that the second one of something gets made, they just don't exist. You just write them off and you go, I don't know what you're talking about.
Let me tell you,
doesn't
this is the
What do you
worst
mean?
part, Patrick. This is the worst part in the movie. This is it, and then I'm gonna get off my soapbox here. In the movie, the main guy who's playing Eddie Murphy's son, and all through the movie, I'm like, okay, in the end, they're gonna find out this isn't his son. Nope, this was his son.
It was his son.
Yes, it was his son.
Oh, okay.
So in the movie, he's talking to this chick in the movie, and he says they're talking about movies, and he says, you know what's the worst thing? When they take an awesome movie and they make a second terrible one, and I was like, boom, drop the mic.
Self-aware.
Yes. This is how bad it was.
A low rate celebrity, you've been through the ringer. It's kind of maybe you just want a paycheck and go home. Maybe that's what he did. I just want to get paid and go home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And ruin a whole bunch of people's fond memories of my first movie at the same time.
Yeah. So Len Holt says, I think in the beginning it was a Paramount sponsored film. I think the original movie that came out belonged to Paramount, so they might own the rights to it. But Eddie Murphy, I did see, produced it. The whole palace stuff all happened at Rick Ross's house in Georgia, which is magnificent super mansion that I think used to belong to, was it Holyfield? Someone will set me straight. Remember Evander Holyfield when he was like champion of the world, heavyweight champion of the world? And he
Holy crap, that building is massive.
A magnificent mansion, but Rick Ross is in there for like 2 seconds with a horrible African accent.
45,000 square foot mansion.
Yeah. Boss Hogg says he laughed at that part when they said you should never do a second movie. If they would have just listened to their own advice, they could have stopped the movie right there. Yeah. So, very bad. If you want to see an example of one of the worst movies ever, you can look at that movie. And Eddie Murphy, when I see you, I want my money back. And I do pay money to Amazon Prime. So,
what
are you saying?
Somebody commented, and I had to look this up. Did you see Brian Stelter filmed himself for a CNN bit with no pants on?
Who's Brian Stelter?
He's man, if you look him up, you'll know who he is. He's a terrible CNN host. Just
He's
an
an anchor?
garbage. Yeah, he's one of their anchors. Garbage anchor.
Okay. So is that a violation? Are we going to finally get rid of that guy or no? No. Okay, American Correspondent is what they put up here. Oh, yeah, this guy's always doing nonsense.
Right.
So what did he do now that we got to deal with?
He wearing pants on. Live on.
So that's from Fox News. It says, let's see if we can pull this up here. Come on, Fox News. Brian Stelter mocked for filming himself without pants during CNN appearance. Huh. Those guys, they could do whatever they want. I don't think, right?
Get
Walt?
away with everything.
No one cares.
Like I said before, you can't help it.
Mm-hmm.
You can't help it.
That man is ancient looking. Well, ancient. I say ancient. How old do you think he is?
What is he, 50?
42.
35. I'm not kidding. 35.
Oh, man.
He's having a hard life.
Yeah.
And I thought I was looking bad bald, but
Yeah.
I don't look like Brian Stelter.
Yeah. So let's try to get that horrible. Listen, I looked at this on an iPad, which big mistake. If you want to look at a movie, yeah, don't look at it on an iPad. It's just gonna make it worse. I was gonna say to Lola, like, hey, when we get back, let's look at it on the big screen. Lola, she didn't like that. She didn't like that movie. Yeah, she didn't like that movie at all. So let's see. Any gun stuff out there, Walt? Did you get a chance to look at any gun stuff with all your crazy mud goings on that you've been up to?
Mudding. No.
Yeah, why does Brian Quick want you to take your hat off?
Because I'm bald?
No, is he mad at HK? I don't know.
No. Face hat off. I'm
Oh,
guessing
he
it's
wants.
because I made a vulture.
Oh, he's
Said,
like, yeah, that's the
Brian,
pot calling
I'm
the kettle
looking
black.
better than Brian Stelter. Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah, you know, when Patrick started taking his britches off, that's the end of me.
Oh,
and
you
Patrick.
guys.
That's it.
Oh, he
Better
probably
watch
don't have
out.
britches on right now. How much
Better
you want that?
watch out.
That's another thing that he's talking about. That dude, he's probably sitting right there in his tighty whities. How much you want it back?
Yeah.
Well,
Tidy whities.
that-
I got wang to the knee hanging out right now.
Dong Master.
Dog Master P.
3000.
That's perfect.
Dog Master P.
Yeah. If you think you're embarrassed now with Babyface P, whenever I introduce Patrick to to some officials
God,
of some
the
company,
industry people. Industry people. He doesn't call me Patrick. He calls me, this is Babyface P. You've seen him on my channel before.
he goes, "Yeah, you could just call me Patrick." I'm like, "No, Babyface P." That's what we call him around here.
Which, by the way, I am officially an author. Oh, thank you very much. I'm a published writer.
Congratulations. What did you
Well,
write? Tell us.
Palmetto State Armory is expanding their blog. They're working on building it out with articles, and I got asked if I could write a simple article about cleaning your AR-15. So got that finished today. It should be going live soon, so you may see that from me. Hopefully I get to write more. It was actually really fun. I've never written blog articles before, but it was cool.
Okay. All right. Very nice. Very nice. What were you going to say, Walt?
I nothing important. I forget now.
I was asking you if there's any cool gun stuff, but you just didn't get a chance to look at any gun stuff, right, Walt?
No, I haven't looked at anything really. I mean, no, I haven't had a chance. I've been consumed.
Consumed
I can tell you,
Minibikes.
yeah, I can tell you about a screw up of me in the Minibike though.
Oh,
If you want to hear about it.
What did you do?
Yes,
You messed up something in the construction of
Well,
the Minibike?
Yeah, technically, I've been told I did.
Okay.
When we took I bought that engine brand new. I took it apart. We put a flat top piston in it, a billet rod, flywheel, all that stuff, so it doesn't blow up when you go fast. But it always seemed this vertical. We turned it up vertical, which is not a normal way for it to go, and it always burned oil and smoked, kind of. And we're kind of figuring out why the hell is it burning oil, and smoking. And it's like it's a brand new engine. So we got back, we took it apart, and I guess when I put it together, I put the wrong rings in the thing.
Oh, okay.
So I put the stock rings on the flat top piston, and the flat top piston rings are like 60 thousandths wide, and the original rings are like 30 something thousandths wide. So those rings were just in there.
Yeah, because they're thicker for the
more compression and all that stuff.
Yeah, right,
and the oil was getting past the rings, so that's why it's
everywhere.
Well, it's just burning it, and we'd pour oil in the engine and check the oil later and drain it, and there was like half the amount of oil left.
This is why one day, Walter, you are going to build the best mini bikes made in America. Seriously,
thank you very much.
Right? Because
look,
you're learning the hard way.
Well, I mean, it didn't blow it up. So
No.
one time we drained it at the event. We drained the oil out, and he got a minuscule amount of oil out of that engine. I'm going, where in the fuck did all the oil go? and why is it still running? It's running with hardly any oil in it,
Yeah, it came right out the exhaust. That's where it went.
Yeah, I guess it did. So, we're fixing that. And when I left the shop this afternoon, he was putting the piston back in. It's my son, that is, when I say he.
Mm-hmm.
And so we'll fire it back.
This is who's telling you about yourself?
Yeah, I said, you put it together. And I don't even remember. I really don't. I don't remember who put it together, because you put it together. It's like, all right, whatever. I'll take the blame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But you did good. The gas tank looked good. Go ahead, Pat.
You want to hear of a story that you would never hear if this happened to me? It would never be told, and you guys would never know.
Uh-oh.
Phoenix homeowners find hidden stash of guns buried in their backyard.
I heard about that. You see those guns?
Did you see this?
No.
Would you-
Where is this article?
It's on the Firearms blog. I'll link
Firearms
it.
That's the one with that's the one with the Galil and the MAC-10 and
Galil Car 15,
and a micro Uzi, I think.
And a micro Uzi.
Now the question is, Patrick, would you call them?
What did I just say? If this happened to me, that's not. If this
No,
happened to
I'm
me,
opening
ain't
it.
none of you knowing about any of it.
No.
Yeah, hold
I'm
on,
not
let's see,
telling
let's go
anybody
to-
that I found a whole bunch of guns in my backyard.
Nope.
There you go.
Yeah.
No, sir.
Nobody needs to know.
Phoenix homeowners find hidden stash of guns buried. Ooh, okay.
There's some nice stuff in there.
There's definitely
Oh,
an
yeah.
SBR there.
SBR.
But it's
and
all
then
rusted though. Everything's rusted. It
Oh,
looks
it
like
ain't
it was
that
in my
bad. That's
looks
not
like
that
it was
bad.
in my
Oh,
safe.
you fixed. Yeah.
That's
You
a
fix that up, no problem.
You know, nothing else. You turn those into parts kits, and you ring the
So
cash
wait,
register.
it was buried in this bag right here?
In the bag, in their backyard. Yeah, I guess somebody stashed it 20, 30 years ago, and it's just been sitting there.
And
Okay.
then they built that. Then they built the house probably. That's
Yeah,
what happened.
Probably, yeah.
Here's what all these guns look like. So this is where we have to do a public service announcement. Okay, people. There are specific bags, okay, and specific containers made for burying stuff in. If you are going to do this, you might want to, first of all, liberally apply some oil or lubricants or whatever.
Grease.
Yeah. Go ahead. You
Why
tell
do
it,
you-
Walter. You know better than I do.
Have
How
you-
would you bury?
Have
Yeah.
you seen how World War II firearms come out perfectly pristine from the Cosmoline? Once you degrease it, brand new, not a speck of rust on them, because that Cosmoline freaking works.
Yeah.
In that environment in Phoenix, which is very dry, if you pack those guns, you coat them with grease, put it in the barrel, put it in the action, everything, and put them in those plastic bags, wrap 2 or 3 bags on it, you're going to pull those suckers out, and they're going to look just like the day you put them in there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's do this right now for the folks out there. Actually, I'm going to start with Patrick. Patrick, we're not admitting to anything. This is not an admission of any guilt or compliancy with blah 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 lawyer stuff. How would you do it, Patrick, if you were going to bury some stuff in the backyard? We're here in Florida. I think Walter was saying that about Arizona. Florida, how would you do it?
Okay, so there's a couple things that we need to know first. Do I need to have quick access to them, or is it just for long storage?
Definitely
need
not
to
if
have
you got to dig it up.
access.
I'm going to say, yeah, if you got to dig it up.
Well, I mean, do I need to dig it up and have it ready to go, or can I dig it up and spend a couple days cleaning them? You know, there's a difference there, because Cosmoline takes time to come off.
Mhm. Yeah.
Lots of desiccants, bags. Try to find something that's waterproof. You know what you could do actually is like 2-inch PVC piping or 3-inch, 4-inch PVC piping, big PVC. Pack it full of whatever you need. Glue that sucker shut and stick it somewhere. And you put some desiccants in there at the same time. Ain't nothing getting in that.
Yeah, you're talking. So you're talking like time capsule kind of.
Yeah.
kinda
I do
route.
it like a time capsule.
Time capsule. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's go to Walter. And then Walter, you could talk about the Florida thing if you want to, but let's say you're doing it like up north where it's snowy kind of a thing, and you guys out there could chime in also here.
Yeah, it depends on the water table where you live. I mean, if you live in a place where the ground's wet a lot, you're going to, even if you put it in that PVC pipe, you better make sure it's either full of oil or full of grease or full of desiccant, because you'll get condensation there from the heating and the cooling and the of the seasons. And I was thinking, if I was going to do that, I might wrap. It's hard to say when you have a whole cache of guns, but if I had 1 or 2 guns, you could wrap that, put a grease on it, wrap it up in some whatever your material like, and then cover that sucker in wax or some type of sealant type material where you can, so you can keep the moisture out. That's your main enemy when it comes to stuff being buried is moisture.
Yeah, if you're gonna go PVC, you can use the pipe glue, the PVC pipe glue and stuff like that to seal it. But yeah, you're gonna have to make sure that there's gonna be something in there to recycle those oils and stuff like that, right? Yeah.
Moisture, if you don't get it deep enough, you're going to get the ground changing temperature and stuff's going to cause condensation in the inside that pipe. So
yeah. By the way, Patrick's computer froze or crashed, so he's coming back on. Down the Barrel LLC, shout out to him. He says warm them up, either sitting them out in the sun or some other way to draw the moisture out of them, then coat with bearing grease and wrap in plastic.
Yeah, and I was thinking even like hot melted wax and just seal the whole thing with wax You know, some type of material is not affected by moisture and stuff. And
I'm back.
Yeah. Let's see. There goes Patrick. Yeah. Listen,
I crashed.
there's definitely a lot of ways to do this. There's companies that make bags, okay? Specific bags that you can seal here. If you grease them up, I think, can you use those food, like, you know how people seal
Food saver,
big meat and
the
stuff like
meal
that?
bags.
Yeah.
yeah, you could on pistols and
Yeah, that
stuff.
would work.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can always use that. By the way, Pelican cases, etc., are sealed.
There's
Now,
those waterproof bags they sell, like when you're rafting and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You do
Yeah,
that too.
and they work pretty well.
Yeah. There's specific buckets and containers and stuff like that for burying stuff. Okay.
Now, the second question is,
Okay.
you're digging around your backyard, you know, and you bump into this thing, you pull it out, and it's full of these things. Do you just
all
do
I'm
you
gonna say is I've never found guns in my backyard.
did you just you go, you know,
Now I want to search my backyard for
Fine.
guns.
finders
No.
keepers, losers weepers.
Now I want to search my backyard. I was just telling someone over the weekend how I remember when I first moved onto my property, there was like these people who, you know, there was some people who were actually, like, I was taking the kids to school and I came out of my property and I saw someone, like, I saw the firefighters from the volunteer fire department next door standing there on my side, my property, and someone came over the fence from my property onto the road. He was on the property. And I was like, hey, what the hell are you doing on my property? He's like, oh, I've been coming here all my life to get those tortoises or whatever. I was like,
I don't
yeah,
give a rat's
that's
hairy
over.
ass.
Yeah,
That's
that's
illegal.
over now. It's illegal, but I was like, dude, you know, you don't want to come on this particular property. But I wonder, man, what people might have like buried out there over the years and all kinds of craziness that could have.
You never know.
You know. So Bruce Ludman says, what if you vacuum seal them? Does that? And I'm adding this on. Does that mean that you don't have to put lubricants or whatever?
I would still
I
coat
ain't risking
everything.
a nice gun.
Grease, man. Even axle grease. Just
Yep,
add
I'm
grease.
with Walter.
Yeah. It's so, for example, like we've been going through it with my safe, like, so we have a dehumidifier in there, but like this happens in the safe, right, Patrick? Because we have a
You get
dehumidifier,
moisture.
yeah, and we're trying to empty it and all that all the time. I'm trying to get the kids to do it. Of course, kids nowadays don't do anything properly. But anyway,
I was gonna say you gotta buy those bucket dehumidifier things. A bucket of desiccant.
He's got an electric dehumidifier. Pulls, but it has to be emptied
Yeah, it has to
every
be
other
drained.
day. Otherwise,
yeah, it has to be
doesn't work
drained.
anymore.
Yeah, I drain it whenever I get a chance. But here's the problem. In the open, this is why I don't like safes. And this is a thing that, like, this all reminds me of this. In the open, the guns are fine. Or if they're in cages and stuff like that. But you put guns in a safe, you got
Well,
problems. You know,
You're
if it's
trapping humidity in there. Yeah.
yeah, if it's in your house, and we've got an air conditioner and everything in there, but if it's in the house, maybe not so much. But you're always
No.
opening up that safe in your house and going in and out of it. But if it's in a situation like that and it's closed, you want to go in there a lot and open it, because even we put stuff inside to absorb things, but then you forget and you got to take, like, I put the beads ones in there that absorbs it, and then you plug it in and it heats it up.
Recharge it.
Yeah, to recharge it. So this is one of my problems with safes, man. I think that safes are really, and then also you can't store a lot of guns in safes either. Go ahead, Patrick.
Yeah. No, what I was saying is at some point, once we clean up the cottage for the 8th time now, what we probably need to do is run a line, like run a hole through the wall and run a line out, a drain line, so you don't have to change the bucket. It just automatically drains out.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
you don't ever have to change it. It just runs, and all the humidity just dumps out into the ground outside.
Yeah, we need to do something like that. You know, so Down the Barrel LLC says, make sure you bury below the frost line. If not, it will wash the grease away, and the constant freezing and thawing will push them above ground.
That's possible.
You're in that. Yeah.
I heard this story one time. I don't know if it was true or not. in Russia, Soviet Russia, whatever, no guns, no civilians, no guns, pretty much. So the story is, the grandpa has at his house, and in the front his yard, where he had one place he always dumped his motor oil. He dumped his motor oil in that same spot for years and years. You know why he dumped his motor oil in that spot?
He had guns there?
That's where his guns were buried.
Really?
Yeah. Interesting. Elfster's rifles and reloading wants to get filled in on my new living arrangement. He wants to know if did I sell the house, hit the road. No, this is the new studio/office space.
Yep, he's living like a hermit out on the front lawn.
Yeah, I'm right out front of Babyface's house right now. No kidding.
I wake up in the morning to go get coffee, and all I see is Hank's balls hanging out the side of the. He's stretching.
Those are some big balls.
My
King
balls are
Kong
always
ain't got
bouncing.
nothing on these balls. Matt Morrison says Chinese AKs rust sitting in a safe doing nothing. They brust when you just being looked at.
I don't have any. My guns are inside, in of course in the house, and the air conditioning's usually on 99.9% of the time, so I don't have too much problem with that. And sitting in the safes and stuff. I haven't that I know of.
Right. Well, so the ones in the house are fine because we're always going in and out of the safe.
No, but I mean, you have the air conditioner on inside, which dehumidifies the whole
itself.
The whole,
yeah.
I guess it all depends where you're at, and if you got it in other places, if you had, for example, a safe in your garage that's not in the air conditioning of the house, yes, then you want to make sure that you either keep the
go ahead.
Dehumidify the inside of that safe or oil the crap out of those guns. So
what, you got some comments on that, Patrick?
No, we need to make sure that the everything in that cottage gets taken better care of moving forward.
Elfsters has a comment about being out in front of Patrick's house.
Oh, what did he say?
He
says dropping the sewage in the streets.
Yes, he's dumping it like.
Just wait till it starts raining hard and the water's flowing through the gutter. Then you drop the sewer.
Yeah, there is a gutter right there, by the way.
What's that Christmas movie?
Not that I'm encouraging
sewers,
that type of activity,
but street sewers are not for that. Street sewers are for rain runoff. It's not.
I get that.
The sewer, quote unquote sewer, that is out in front of the house is a rainwater runoff that goes directly back to the lake. So yeah, it would stink to high heaven if you dump black water in the basically, because it'll go directly to the backyard.
Yeah, there will just be floaters out there.
Oh God!
Yeah, lots of floaters out there. And speaking of that, like I actually, and I'm going to put out a video soon, I actually dumped everything here in the RV. I made over the weekend here, made a video about it. It's not the first time that Lola and I've done.
Cigarettes while you're doing it, you'll blow yourself up.
What movie was that in?
I don't know if it was any. I was trying to think of that Christmas movie with Chevy Chase where the family comes down.
Yeah, that.
What is that?
National Lampoon's Christmas.
National Lampoon's. He empties the brother empties the crapper into the sewer in the middle of the road or whatever.
Oh, just pops the lid and dumps it.
He pops, and he has the RV and he's just dumping it in his underwear one morning smoking, and the neighbors like are all.
Yeah, what's the name of that actor? That guy was in a lot of movies for a while. That played his brother-in-law or his brother, I think.
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. That's it.
Yeah, Christmas
Eric
Vacation.
Hammond, Christmas Vacation.
Yeah. Kentucky Guns and Radio says, "What is that chirping sound? A cricket, or am I losing my mind?"
Do you guys hear something?
I don't hear a chirping right now.
Listen off. Randy Quaid. That's it. Lindholm.
Randy Quaid.
He went off the deep end, by the way.
Didn't Randy Quaid go off the deep end?
Really?
Yeah, he went. Woo! Shitter's full. Is that from that movie? Yeah, that's he's like standing in the middle of the road, dumping the black water, and the neighbor looks out and he's
Everyone's
like,
throwing up
"Shitter's-
Randy Quaid.
Shitter's full."
That is sacrilege.
Does everybody see Patrick's camera like
Yeah,
I see it?
it's tripping. It's going digital camo right now.
I'm having a acid trip or something.
Yeah,
It
it's
looks
literally
fine for me. Ho.
it's literally digital camo. So by the way, everyone out there, smash the thumbs ups. Hanging out, you guys hanging out with us. Smash. If everyone smash those thumbs ups, we'll we can get to 100. We're like 40
Even
away.
better.
So if half the people out there smashed it, mama say, mama sa, mama kusa.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Sure.
Elfster says I don't hear a chirping. I don't. There might be a chirping.
I don't
or
hear
something
no
like
chirping.
that. I don't know. There's one window open, so there might be. Everyone says your camera's tripping.
Is it better? I
better-
turned it off.
it's
a bit.
Yeah, it's better now.
Better.
It's better now.
Yeah.
So let's see what other gun news is here. I want to go into some other gun news here for a second. Let's go back to Firearms blog because I really don't want to see. Wait, let's see here. What is showing up here?
What are you looking at?
No, that was you. Okay, so let's see here. Let's go back.
There we go. It's better.
Yeah, let's capture the screen here and go back to this.
Oh,
Okay,
look
so
at that.
there's a recall notice on the Desert Tech SRS.
I was just gonna say that, man. I was just gonna say
Recola.
that. Ricola.
Yeah.
I love when I spend $2,500 to get my gun recalled.
It says manufacturing process of the striker for the SRS rifle could cause strikers to break when used. Okay, so that's well, I mean, hey, you have to go through the process, I guess, in those situations and get that dealt with. Let's see what else out here. Montana constitutional carry bill has been signed into law.
Yeah.
I am the law. That's the law now.
8 o'clock. Let's see if the House passed H.R. 8.
Oh, I hope not.
Oh, absolutely they did. Are you kidding me? There's no doubt in my mind that they voted that through. Guaranteed.
New
Let's
NATO
see.
caliber FN Herstall's 5.7 by 28 is a new NATO caliber. That's another thing that's out
That's
there.
cool. Maybe we'll actually see more ammo.
Yeah,
I can actually buy a 5.7 and shoot it.
yeah.
Not.
I think
Let's see.
I think I had one of these Desert Techs that I borrowed from them before. I think that's what I had, if I'm not mistaken. That I tell the story where it was like $30-something thousand with the optic on it, and then I had to sign something saying I was responsible for all that. And then they told me when I sent, and then they sent it to me. They didn't, which is fine. They did it. I had it in 50, and then I think I had it in the Shytac round, but they wouldn't send me ammo, so I had to buy 50. And I could only get Shytech from them, but they wouldn't send it or sell it to me. And then when I sent it back, they were like, "Yeah, you have to get out a policy on this for the $30,000." So,
Patrick, have you ever messed around with the Browning semi-automatic 22? They call it the SA-22. The magazine. You feed it from the buttstock.
Oh yeah, no, I actually have one of those. It's
Oh,
not a
okay.
Browning; it's a knockoff by like Barnauls.
I have a Norinco.
Yeah, no,
Those are fun little guns, yeah.
yeah, no. What made you think of that?
It's on Firearms blog. Just scroll down.
Oh, I didn't even see it on there.
They've
Yeah,
had
I have one.
They've had a Picatinny rail, and it looks like maybe a threaded muzzle. And
Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Yeah,
yeah.
those are fun little 22s.
Yeah, Len Holt said, "I bet the scope cost 2-3 times a rifle." Yeah, the scope was ridiculously expensive. The whole thing. I have a couple of cool videos out there, with it, but yeah, it was a fiasco. But look, at the end, I still appreciate them giving me access to that gun. Let's see. What's up? What did you?
Have you
find?
ever further down the Firearms blog? They show the FGM 148 Javelin missile. Ever
Hold
seen the
on,
videos of them
F48.
firing a javelin?
I think I have seen that.
There's a video where they fire it. It comes out of the tube. It goes,
It goes kind of
and then
sideways, right?
and then then the rocket fires,
Uh-huh.
and that thing goes out and just there's a
Yeah.
tank. Boom!
Yep.
It's like, oh, that is so cool.
Yeah, that
Switch.
here we go. There's the rocket launching. Where's your practice rocket, Walter? Did you get that, the tank destroyer rocket? Do you have that at the house?
It's at the shop.
Yeah, these are cool when they come out because then all the fins and everything pop out too.
Yep, they deploy. Yep.
Yeah, I would love to
Yeah.
fire one of those. But what I'm imagining is this: a smaller version, very tiny, minuscule version.
I
You
wonder
know,
where this is going.
about the size of your thumb, like that. Basically, ass missiles.
I knew you were going there. Oh,
That's what-
speaking of, you want to hear a good story from the weekend?
yeah, hit us.
Okay. One of Connor, who was we took up to the event to ride with us, he had an incident where he crashed, and the handlebar handle went in his buttocks.
Oh, why are you telling us that,
And-
Walter?
And
I don't think he
it
wants that
actually,
to
it
be
actually
known.
tore his pants,
Hmm.
and it tore his undies.
He is not allowed near that ever again. It pays for butt and it wants the man booty.
He was violated. He was violated by.
You better watch out. That thing has a taste for it now. Who's looking?
That's so stupid.
That was.
Patrick.
He goes.
That's
Are
a
my
good
pants tore? I said, yeah, you got a hole, man. And then he told me later, yeah, I got my boxers too. I'm like, oh, you were violated.
one. Mm.
I said,
Yeah.
how'd you manage to end up on top of the handlebars? Come on, man. It's like, shit.
Yeah, that bike is
Uh.
haunted. That bike is haunted. You know, it was enjoying
But-
the living daylights out of you guys.
By an ex-prisoner or something.
So Flying Rich gave us a couple of bucks, which he did earlier. He says, who is going to Ivy 8888? Hank, Patrick, Walter. I haven't decided yet. I do know
Yeah,
that announcements
no plans
out
at the
there.
moment.
Huh?
No plans for me at the moment.
Yeah, Walter.
When is it?
It's sometime in May. When is it? Flying Rich? Tell us. I know it's coming up at sometime in May. I can't even think that far ahead. So I would like to. I would like to if you guys, you know.
Nick going on drugs. No, he's not
Yeah.
on drugs.
DCG 44 says that bike booty shot is 1 in a million shot. You know. And
Yeah,
DCG 44 says corn wholly owed by a mini bike. Yeah, boy.
And those grips are not very. They're kind of rough.
Yeah,
you
didn't
know?
even buy him a drink.
Rough for your pleasure.
Flying Rich says it's May 21st to the 23rd. So there you go.
I might go. They're not that far. They're only 4 hours, 4 hours away.
It's in Tennessee, isn't it?
No,
Georgia.
Georgia.
No, they're-
Georgia. Yeah.
They're in Georgia.
Georgia.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Georgia.
3 or 4 hours from us. It's like 5 or 6.
Yeah,
from me.
if it's, I'm
Yeah.
not sure exactly where they're having this event. Maybe Flying Rich will be able to tell us here exactly where it is. You know, Richard Mondo says that he would go, but won't be let in by Biden yet.
Do you have the papers, Richard? Do you have the papers?
Yeah, they're never taking off these restrictions, people. You know, they got this power. They're not going to give it up. You know? I think this is the thing that people don't... I saw, what's the name of the guy? What's the name of the guy that talks real fast? Ben Shapiro talking about Bitcoin. He had a video talking about Bitcoin and that, you know, lots of things need to be decentralized. And including the dollar, you know, the dollar is controlled by the government. It's not backed by gold or anything like that, you know, and that's what Bitcoin represents out there to a lot of people. So Flying Rich says it's in Georgia, 9 hours from him. Yeah. So I have to look into that to figure out exactly what's going on. But there's so much going on right now. I'm not looking that far forward. And remember, I'm trying to juggle literally 3 YouTube channels these days, and keep the gun stuff going and keep this podcast stuff going. We're going to 1,000. You know, we're going to 1,000 episodes here and beyond, as well as doing all the car stuff. So You know,
Martin, Georgia. He
Martin,
said.
Georgia. There
Martin,
you go.
Georgia.
Yeah.
Martin, Georgia.
By that time, I mean, people right now are kind of like looking. This is why I was talking about the gathering event that's coming up, and that's open to the public there in South Carolina. And let's see, I can actually talk to you guys. If people want to go, this is how you do it. Travel accommodations. We recommend flying into Greenville / Spartanburg Airport. Hotels, we have secured a group rates of the following hotels: Holiday Inn Express, Fairfield by Marriott, Hampton Inn Greenwood, Hampton Inn Suites.
Maybe we'll take vacation.
Yeah.
So Martin, Georgia is only an hour south of where our is in North Carolina. So maybe I could convince Marley to go take a weekend vacation.
Yeah.
And then I could drive down and do gun stuff.
Yeah. Rain says he's trying to buy TUSC and it's confusing. So the number one thing is use Chrome if you can. But really the problem is that you're probably timing out because there's kind of like a captcha there going on. So what you need to do, open up a note somewhere and do all the sign up and get everything ready. And then copy your passwords and all that kind of stuff. They're long strings, so you need to copy them over really quick. But you have to do that like in a minute and a half. So that's the way of doing it. So Flying Rich says it's 6 hours for me. So there you go. As the crow flies. So there you go. He's talking about the Iraq veteran event that's going on, the range day. So yeah. Let's see, any other stuff go down here? Any craziness that did we miss? Any crazy? No. Yeah.
Let's see. I'm looking.
I'm trying to see if there were any other things that we missed out on. Let's see.
Oh, look at this.
What's up?
Anybody?
No,
What?
what's up? We're here. Look at what?
I'm just saying on firearms law, Canada replica firearms bill definition could threaten airsoft guns in Canada. Well, there you go. You know.
Don't you point your finger like this in Canada.
Yeah,
they're gonna come
you're
get
scaring
you.
me. You're scaring me.
Now I got 2 of them. Canada's gonna come get me.
You're scaring me. Scaring me. Oh well. That's the way it goes.
God. I gotta try going to the Truth About Guns, but their website's just such hot garbage nowadays. Hey, Truth About Guns, T-Tag, your website's hot garbage.
Yeah.
Whoever,
so what is this thing?
Whoever redesigned it is retarded.
What is this thing going on with Trump and the RNC? What is that all about? Like Trump is telling them not to use his name. They're like, no, we got the right to use your name. What's that all about? Anyone?
Trump rushes back. RNC maintains right to use Trump's name in fundraising. Republican National Committee rejects cease and desist demand from Trump. Oh, so they're using his name to fundraise, and he said, you can't do that, I guess. And they said, yes, we can. Ooh, Moms Demand Action fails. Here's a good one. March 8th. Today, Moms Demand Action fail. Arkansas becomes 35th Stand Your Ground state.
Oh, cool.
That's good for them.
Good for them, yeah.
Arkansas now has Stand Your Ground, so.
Yeah. We need more states to become Second Amendment sanctuaries, but they need to have penalties for anyone who tries to put up gun laws there.
Our governor ain't taking no shit from Biden, it would seem. So I'm curious what would happen if guns, because there's already been a couple governors, Texas, I think it was Texas, came out and said that they will no longer, or they will not enforce any new gun control policies coming down from the Fed. I believe it was Texas. So, I would love to see. Florida.
Florida needs to get up on that. But as you know, when we have Luis Valdez on, Florida is pretty much run by Republicans, but they have no interest. If you read his report, Luis Valdez is Florida GOA, by the way.
Yeah, they don't care about protecting your rights. They just want you to vote for them. That's all they care about.
Yeah. So that's a terrible thing. To go back to the whole RNC thing, the Republican National Convention, I guess, and then using
Committee.
Trump's name, committee. You know, Trump probably, being the titular leader of the party, even though he's not president right now, it's kind of tough for them not to use him. But he's kind of indicating there that he's planning on starting his own party or something like that. Which I don't know if that's,
The other big news is Derek Chauvin, whatever his name is, is the trial starts today, I think. Jury starts today. That's the guy with the knee on what's his name's neck. That the whole thing that happened last year was last year or the year before. Jury selection starts today, so people are already getting ready to loot and riot if he ever gets off.
Yeah. People, I think that there's people there who definitely care about that. The people of the country want to come out of freaking lockdowns. Right now they have the knees on everybody's necks out there, and I'm not trying to belittle whatever happened, but right now everyone's getting crushed by being in these stupid ass lockdowns that are going on. All kinds of businesses,
it's way overdue.
Yeah. So far as that whole thing, hey, it's the way I look at it, it is what it is over there, and the people who that directly affects, I think, that's really important to them. I'm not saying I'm not looking at it or whatever, but I think all of us are getting affected by this. My kids are in college, and I'm spending a ton of money, and they're not going to school.
That is wrong.
Yeah.
And they're not going to refund you.
No, well, they won't even let me out of the contracts for, like, my son has an apartment in Tallahassee that we have to pay for. They won't let us out.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
well,
they're not taking colleges aren't taking a hit. How dare you consider that?
And if you don't pay it, which you can easily say, well, screw it, I'm not paying it. Then they're like, well, we're gonna, now it's going to court situation, go after your credit, and all that kind of stuff.
Oh,
so,
yeah. They're not going to let you get out of that.
That's not the worst thing. These kids are not getting that college education that's so freaking expensive. And it's one thing, I'm glad. Go ahead. Socialization.
You're paying for them to be in a class, right? And what are they doing?
They're home.
That's not a class.
Nope, it's not. And
you don't have access. Honestly, tuition isn't just paying teacher salaries. Tuition is everything that's included, like having access to the gym, having access to the cafeteria, having access to this campus. You don't have access to any of that. I would be like, well, fuck
all
off.
the activities and stuff like that. All the activities. My son's an actor. Before this he was doing stand up and improv and all these different kinds of things. He had a lot of activities going on that would have helped. No, they're just getting away with these classes being on the computer, and you're still paying the same fees.
Did you nothing? Yeah.
Yeah. So, DCG44 says schools are closed, border is open. WTF?
Oh God, yeah.
So
what do you expect?
Yeah.
What would you expect? Expect any less?
No.
Oh, look how much you're paying for your fucking gasoline now. All right. There's no other word for it. Look how much diesel's jumped up, and that directly affects you because everything just about moves on trucks.
Diesel.
But why? Because you got this effing Democrat elected, and he starts. That's the reason. So all you effing dumbass Democrats out there with your head stuck up your ass, that's what you get. You're going to pay more for every effing thing because you're so fucking weird.
And the people who suffered the most from this are the people. A lot of these guys say that
poor people do.
Yeah.
I was gonna say we don't suffer. We just suck it up and pay it because we have the money to.
Poor people, right? I don't. I'm not gonna. It's not going to kill me. It's not going to stop me from getting in my car and going to a Minibike event. But it's going to. People that don't make as much money. Oh, they want the minimum wage increased. What do you think's going to happen when the minimum wage goes up? every other effing thing you buy is going to go up in price.
Yeah,
You
I
freaking
remember under Obama when this stuff was going on, and people here in Florida. Did you guys see this? People were like walking to work in the heat and all that kind of stuff. You know why? They could not afford to pay what the gas prices were the last time this happened. So,
But
yeah,
you know
whatever.
you know what? That's part of the plan, I think.
Mhm.
The
It's
only way you
exactly
get people
what the
to
plan is.
yeah, the only way you're going to get people to stop using gas is if you raise the price to the point where you can't afford it anymore.
Mhm.
No, it's also to divide people too, because you rich people can afford it, and us poor people can't.
Well,
You know, so we need more money. We need to get more money at McDonald's for our labor.
I can't
And-
tell you how many, so many times lately, I'm so fucking mad at. We go through fast. I've been trying to avoid it as much as possible, but going through fast food, you come home, always fucking something wrong. Every damn time we get back to the house, something is wrong. Yet they want $15 an hour. I'm so mad. 'Cause I can't even make a taco right. They want 15 an hour.
Yeah.
Ugh.
yeah.
You know, it's so I just can't. The words don't describe how stupid people are when they think that they're going to be ahead because you know what? Well, if they pay $15 an hour, then you can pay $5 a gallon for gas, can't you?
Mhm.
Right?
Well, so someone was mentioning electric cars, but these electric cars are expensive. You're not going to be able to switch over to electric cars. One, they're expensive. I mean, I have a Tesla, you know. Now the electricity, electricity is cheaper, yes, but what is generating electricity in America, class?
A coal power plant.
Coal.
Yeah,
Right down the street.
Look, they're not going to
Diesel.
make. You think they're going to make electric cars for the poors? What happens?
Tesla's
what
working
happens-
on it, but we're years away from that. We're
You
years
ain't
away
fucking
from
gonna
that.
get no electric.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
Tesla's cheap car is going to be 30 grand. A person is not going to
Yeah,
easily
well,
be able to go out there and drop 30 grand.
Hello? Where am I getting my $500 used car? You
No,
ain't.
that's not happening.
You can't even buy one battery for that.
Yeah, even
So-
if my ingenious Indians come along, you guys don't get that joke. That's because when I was reading the indigenous, where it says indigenous Indians make their own guns.
You said ingenious.
Ingenious.
Yeah.
But and the Indians are ingenious. Shout out to all the Indians listening
They're
to this.
very industrious.
There's people
Industrious.
listening to this in India, listening to this. But you know, even when we get Tata Motors over here, it's going to be years. But that's still like 10,000. I don't think it's going to be.
Though.
Yeah.
Think of this though. One, electric cars aren't the answer. Powering a car via a gasoline engine is more efficient and more efficient than pushing power down a power line. You just don't have being a electric car guy, not you per se, but people out there saying, I got electric cars.
Mm-hmm.
Just it's like the people being mad at hunters for killing deer, but you're still eating burgers from McDonald's. You know, it's like just because you're not being front and center to the food chain doesn't mean it doesn't. You know, something doesn't have to be killed to be eaten.
Yeah.
You're still polluting because the damn power plant still has to pump out electricity, push it down the line to get it to
Which
your
is the
house.
reason why they're forcing it on everyone. But so like I said,
it's not even the pollution. It's not even that. There's you still got to make that electricity. You still got to burn something to make the electricity, and you're still going to be doing the same thing. It's no different.
Number two, think of this.
Different.
Every year in California, how often do they have rolling brownouts where they don't have enough power to even power the goddamn cities?
This is where it's going to run in.
Every person having an electric car.
Yeah, this is where it's going to run. It's so like this weekend, and I know we're over 9:00. But when we did this thing on Thursday, Lola drove out there separately from me in the Model Y, and I drove the van. And when we got there were hookups that I could have plugged into, but I didn't really need to. And Lola plugged into that. And then she was able to go to work the next day and come back, and then she kept plugging up to it. It's not a lot, but and it's relatively cheap for us to do that at the house. But when everyone starts plugging in, you're not going to be able to do that anymore.
Cheap.
All of those prices are going up, baby.
And where are you going to plug in, Pores? Where,
I should have never taught Walter that word. Walter,
No, but I mean, where are they going to plug in? Where are they going to plug in?
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh,
If
you
you
know,
live
are
in
you
an
gonna-
apartment,
are
it's
you
going to be
gonna-
tough.
Are you going to start giving away electricity to the
Do you
people
know
who can't afford
the
it?
ultimate thing is they will try to. The next step will be, yes, we need to subsidize electricity for the
Yeah.
everyday person, and you got to
Oh.
come to your government regulated facility where you can charge your government
No,
regulated car.
no. That's too embarrassing. Here's your here's your card. Here's your
Oh
card
yeah, use your
where you
government
can go
card to
and you
pay
can
your
go with
electric
you
bill.
can
Get your
go with those-
allotment.
No.
Yeah.
You're gonna get to go with the Tesla people and plug in too.
Oh yeah, because we can't look down on.
And-
on
and
No,
Well,
you
yeah,
can't do
because-
that. Only Teslas can plug into Teslas.
Oh, you rich folk, you just
yeah.
yeah. So you get where I'm going here, where this is going.
No, I
Next
do.
thing you know,
I do.
they'll be fighting at the charging stations.
Yep. Or people will hate you because you've got that awesomeness.
Because you have a fancy car. And
Yeah.
why do I have to drive this crappy Cha-Cha or whatever the hell it is that the wheels are falling off on and the battery's got to charge every 20 minutes like
Yeah.
a golf cart.
Yeah.
You know? It's like-
Gotcha.
It was kind of funny.
All right.
People think Teslas are like highfalutin, which I get. Listen, I'm not gonna say it's not expensive, but yeah, it's not a luxury. So the other day I was driving Lola, the Tesla, and this guy saw me and he was like, "Oh my God, I've never, I'm so happy to see a black man driving a Tesla." He was like telling me how awesome it was, and I was like, "Thank you. I mean, I appreciate it. Hopefully one day, sir, you can get there." I was trying to be humble and all that kind of stuff, and I'm like, why do people think this is? It's not like I like it. I'm not trying to knock it, but it is not a luxury car. You might be paying luxury car money. It's not that though. It cannot compare to a BMW, Mercedes, or Audi in terms of build quality and all that kind of stuff. But there is a thing out there with people that they feel like rappers now are starting to get Teslas and stuff like that, and a lot of entertainers out there. So,
All right.
I don't know. It's one of those. It's one of these weird things. It's one of these weird
Give me
things.
an old
right?
diesel that will run on used motor oil,
Veggie
used
oil
fry.
and everything else.
Yeah, vegetable oil. I can point to
The
McDonald's.
government, you know what the truth is? The government
government
doesn't want you to go anywhere. Can't you guys see that? Like, I think ultimately they want everyone to stay home. They want people to stay home and not be employed. This is what they want. And they will just manufacture money and pay you money, and you think, "Oh, I'm getting money for free to stay home and do nothing."
I
Nope.
don't think any of us think that. There are people out there that think, well, why doesn't the government just give me money?
Mm-hmm.
Are they going to give you money when you want to travel? Are they going to give you money when your kids, but you're going to have to go get the government shoes, and you're going to have to get the government.
When the government
medical
controls
care.
you, once they've got you locked in like that, you're done. You're toast.
You're slaves.
It seems like,
You
oh no,
are
how could
slaves.
that be? They're giving me money. No. You are their pet.
If you're using that card now, and you're a slave.
Yeah. What's
I
the
don't
difference between, like, Buckshot is like basically a dog with a Napoleon complex, right? He's a badass, right, Patrick? He's a badass.
He thinks he is.
Left in the wild world, he'd be out there, kicking ass or whatever. But once he becomes your pet, he's like, gotta wait for you. Like, dude, can you open the door so can I go out now?
Pretty much.
Can I get fed,
Pretty
please,
much.
sir?
He poops and eats at my command.
Exactly. That's what the government wants from us.
Yeah.
That's what they want
Yeah,
from us.
100%. Absolutely.
And that's where we're headed. And they want people to be that. And then the next thing you know, they'll be slipping in some stuff there. You're not having babies anymore. You're not doing this. You're not doing that. You're just plugged into the matrix. You're just a freaking battery.
We can import some of those immigrants, and they can
Plug them in as batteries.
Yeah, they can get them working. You know what I'm
You
saying?
get the battery. You become a battery.
You can go dig in that lithium mine and get the batteries for those the stuff for those batteries.
That's another horrible thing. Yeah. So anyway, we can go way down.
Good night.
Of how terrible,
Good night, everyone.
of how terrible this is. Listen, we're gonna wrap up here, but do not forget tonight and Wednesday night. That's it for this week. We've got a whole bunch of different things going on. I got to do some family stuff tomorrow. So don't tell anyone. It's my birthday tomorrow. So anyway, that's that's going to be going on, and then there's other stuff happening here. So we're just going to be on this week, Monday tonight, and then tomorrow, and then Wednesday night. Okay, so I don't know. One of you guys is going to have to come back on. Okay, Patrick,
Not it.
you're a TUSC millionaire.
Not it.
Not you already said not it. Okay, Walter's giving the glass middle finger. All right, so listen, let's do this. Babyface.
No, I didn't do that. No, I didn't do that like that. Yeah.
Babyface, how can the people follow and support you?
YouTube.com/babyfaceP. Instagram is baby_faceP. I do a lot on Instagram, just kind of random crap that comes up. But Mondays mostly are for videos, sometimes Fridays. Trying to get some cool stuff coming along.
Yeah. Okay, absolutely. So let's see here. Walter, how can the people support you?
You can check us out. Safety Hour Farms is on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Safety Hour Farms or safetyhourfarms.com. There's stenparts.com for all that kind of sten fart stuff and parts and
Did you just say Sten farts?
No, stenparts.com. And I kind of burped.
I heard Sten farts.
I heard Sten farts.
Yes.
I burped.
I'm buying it now.
Yeah.
Buying
Oh boy.
Farts, and it's gonna redirect right to Sten parts.
You can do I can do anything you like. And there's also Dirtfoot Racing on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. So
awesome.
Check that out. Actually, there's some more stuff about the race on YouTube that I posted. It actually went up at 8:30. So
yeah, please subscribe to Dirtfoot Racing as well as Babyface P on YouTube, guys. Very important. Watch those videos, hit the thumbs ups, all that kind of stuff.
Share it, and share it again.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm gonna do some videos, but Walter has got tons of videos that's going up there for you that you guys want to see. As soon as I get a chance, I'll go do some stuff with him there and show you guys all the bikes. Smash the thumbs ups here for the folks who are still hanging out there with us. I'm gonna run in the end. We're gonna come back, and Babyface P is gonna give us the last words. Let's go. All right, guys. As I said, thanks for watching. Make sure you smash the subscribe button, ring the bell, so you can be notified every time we go live. You got to make sure you do that. And we will rip the audio out of this and throw it up on iTunes and all the other places you get your audio podcast from. Big shout out to the folks listening to us all around the world, as well as the good folks here in America. We appreciate you guys. BFP, what's the final words?
Things will get better, so just keep your peckers up.
Twing!
We're out. See you guys. Peace.